Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. Today we are back at the RPG, which is good. Of course, we're doing Omni-Hero session 12, and we're going to pick up from where we left off. But first, I wanted to have all the hellos and accolades and all that kind of stuff. It's been a month, quite a long while. Glad to have you guys all here, and I kind of want to check up and see how everybody is doing. So, ladies first. Hi, lady.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm doing okay. I spent last week in isolation or self quarantine, whatever, 4 days. That
Okay.
turned into
What'd you
two
do
weeks
bad?
because my truck wouldn't start. I got exposed to someone with COVID and then isolated myself and checked things and everything's fine. But when I was going to get out of COVID or get out of isolation, I went to my truck to start it and it wouldn't start. So I'm still at home by myself with my truck in the shop.
Oh, wow. Okay. So how were your holidays? Christmas, New Year's, things like that? Is it just all
Has it been
quarantine?
that long? It's no, it's just
Yeah, it has. Christmas and
I I
I
went
miss
to
Christmas and New
you.
Year's.
Did you get paid extra for that?
Do I get
But
paid
anyway,
extra for that?
for missing those holidays with your family,
No, of course not.
of course not.
Yeah, no. I mean, I get paid a salary to be a
Yeah.
lecturer, but
Anyway,
yeah,
so
they don't.
yeah,
Nobody cares about that.
Christmas Day I went to the house, went to my brother's and had lunch, and that was about it.
I see. So very simple. Very, very
Yep.
simple. Cool. All right. Well, I got that all done. So let me bring this back up. There we go. Perfect. So let's go back over here and take a look. So I guess I'll go to Puffin. Hi, Puffin.
Hello.
Are you dressed yet?
No, but that's fine. I'm a gamer. I'll be fine.
That's true. That is
Let's
true.
see.
Gamers are allowed unseen nudity. That's true.
I
Indeed.
don't want to hear about that.
Look, that's how some people make their money. Anyways,
That is
so
true.
Unseen nudity?
yes, you talk about it. The more you talk about it, the more it's worth. Anyways, so I have been working on RPGs, and
Nice.
I think I'm pretty close to having some worth talking about on the show.
Nice.
I have to put
Sweet.
them through the GOP filter,
Well,
but
those
otherwise,
Republicans are tough, though. So, be
Right?
ready.
There is a primary going on right now,
It's true.
so.
It's true. And there was some priest of Rama there that decided that he was going to drop out and support the Trump. So
I mean, I could kind of see. Well, if we want to have political discussion, we could do that, or we can, have our show. But
yeah, no, it's
Yeah,
true.
well, let's
But his name is Ramaswamy.
yeah, yeah.
You know, Vivek. Anyway,
Vivek.
how are the holidays, Puffin?
they were good. I spent them with mom and dad. Did exchange gifts. I guess you could say hung out with my puppy dog.
Oh, nice.
And then it snowed a lot, and so it's
Mm.
so funny because she's a little dachshund, so she's not that high off the ground. And she wants to go downstairs to go to the bathroom, but she won't make it down the steps because the snow's higher than her legs are.
Mm.
So she'll look at it, look to go down, turn around and just pee on the deck.
There you go. The way to
Go
do it.
back
Smart
inside.
dog.
It's like, oh, poor baby.
I did get to see some snow this year. I was in Europe, which was nice. But I was surprised. It was nowhere near as arctically cold as I anticipated it to be. But nevertheless,
Hmm.
cool. How about you, GOP? How were your holidays?
Well, there was no snow for the holidays. But no, I went to visit my parents and had a good time with them. But yeah, just went over to their house and hung out with family.
Mm.
What I usually end up doing.
Well, I did fly back for the New Year's with her family, and then had to fly back to Europe. So that was fun. I spent a lot of
Mm.
time on the airplane. But at least it was a Japanese airline, so it was much better.
So there
No,
weren't diversity hires quite yet.
no, there are none. Matter of fact, they're quite strict about the level of beauty you have to be a stewardess.
Oh, that
Oh,
sounds
that's
like a
good. I
great
should fly
flight.
there more.
Oh
Hmm.
yeah, no, they're pretty girls, and they give you nice warm cloths to wipe your face down, and the food's good. Yeah, Japanese Airlines. You guys ever had to fly? Use Japanese Airlines. They're great.
That's good.
Yep.
When I
China
ever go to
Airlines pretty good too.
Japan.
Huh?
Me and GOP are gonna go to Japan one day.
Yep, someday. Someday we're going.
Yeah, yeah, you guys
So
probably enjoy it. Depends on what you
I'm
want to
sure
do.
we would.
If you want to do sightseeing, you go to Tokyo. If you want to do eating, go to Fukuoka. So
Fu Wapapa?
it's a it's a big city in on the island of Kyushu. It is.
Bless you.
I've I've been all over. I've been all over Japan, of course. I've lived here 21 years, and unfortunately, I'm not. I don't like the food here. Well, Japanese food. The foreign stuff can be better. Some foreigners love Japanese food, but I don't. But in Fukuoka area, Kurume, Fukuoka, Saga, in that area, the food is just outstanding. I don't know why, but for some reason, well, I guess I do know why. But it does cater to the Western taste palette better
Good.
than most Japanese stuff. That's where a
Yeah.
lot of the Dutch and Portuguese were coming in and trading in Japan was in that area. So
Hmm, that makes sense.
it does.
Also,
It does.
also, if GOP forgets, we're supposed to go over to Japan so that Chester can find us wives.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
Because
yeah,
he,
Well,
because he said that, because he said that Japanese women make the best wives.
they do. They do make really good wives, because you know obviously they're raised on those skills like a lot of Western women used to be. But
mhm,
one thing is really good about a Japanese wife or Japanese women in general is they know how to be women. You know,
That's good.
they know the responsibilities that they have and they take them seriously. Because a lot of times we get this pushback from I guess you just call them feminists. But we get this pushback from them, like, "Hey, you just want a subservient wife," and it's like, no man wants a subservient wife. Well, maybe a billionaire who has maids and servants, I guess, but that's not what a woman does. A woman runs the house, dude. Right?
mhm.
Runs
She
the
is a
house, raise the kids,
Mm-hmm.
cooks
she's
the
a good
meals.
steward.
Yeah, it's a lot of responsibility. It's very important, right? But for some reason they act like it's not a good thing, and look where it brought us. Japanese women don't have such delusions, so
That's why they're doing good.
that's why they're doing well. Uh, you're gonna kill me with that, though. I know you did that intentionally.
I tried.
I was waiting.
Was the night
Oh man.
before Christmas.
You know
All
that
through
is
the
that
tongue.
for language teachers. That is like the freaking dagger under the armpit.
Well, I mean, I gotta level my sneak score somehow.
Fair. Anyway, cool. All right. Well,
Mm.
it's nice that everyone had holidays. Hope everybody here has holidays too. That were fun and interesting. I didn't really get to do. I did the New Year's, but it was interesting anyway. I certainly enjoy seeing the professors from time to time, and I didn't have time to play at all, guys. I was so busy doing just working, I didn't get to sightsee or anything at all. But just driving around and going to the venues I had to go to. Prague is freaking gorgeous city, dude. Beautiful. If you have an opportunity to go to Prague, go. I'm gonna have to go back and bring my wife, man. That's a beautiful city, dude. The architecture is amazing.
I've seen plenty of pictures. It is definitely I think one of those cities. If I were to go to like just go around Europe, I
Hmm.
would definitely like to go check it out. But yeah.
No, it's beautiful, dude. I knew it was just like you said you knew, but you don't know. It's so
Mhm.
beautiful. I would put it on par with Vienna. And
Oh.
that's a bigger statement than most people listening might understand. Because Vienna, people don't know much about Austria because they got uppity and they got their ass kicked a couple hundred years ago pretty harshly by the rest of Europe. But they were the end of the Silk Road, right? And the thing
Hmm.
with Vienna and the Silk Road thing is every kind of major stop along that path, the goods double or triple in value, right? As they're moving from east to west. So when they get to Vienna, it is the biggest markup for distribution into Europe. Vienna was stupid rich city for a long, long time, right?
The only thing about Vienna I know is their sausages.
Yeah, somebody kicked him in the butt.
Okay, well, if you
Yeah.
like architecture and art and things like that, Vienna is the city to go to, not Paris. Paris is literally a shithole. You have to literally dodge shit on the road. I'm not kidding.
So it's like the San Francisco of Europe.
It is. No, seriously. Paris is awful. It smells, it's filthy, the food is salty. It's very salty. Now, maybe you like that, and that's a good thing for you, but I don't like it. But no, Vienna's way better than Paris, dude. Anyway, I think we've killed enough time. We should probably start.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's 13 after. I'm having trouble with the dice.
Yeah, all your dice look hidden because I have that screen up.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
haven't read it. I haven't done anything yet.
I'm clicking the unhide it, type of the hidden rows.
Mine's showing
It
up.
is. Maybe that will do it.
Try using different dice too.
No.
Nope. Also,
Yep.
I don't see where the clear button is anymore.
I see it. I saw it. Let me go ahead and bring that up real quick. It does exist,
Why do
but
they
it's
mess
Click
with
not
on
it?
it, but
working.
it won't. It's not working
Oh,
for
it's
me.
pick up my dice. Okay. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. That's weird. It's silly.
Let me see if I
And
can.
my dice are very small on the bottom.
Okay, so let me go back in here. Let's see here. Bugbear. Rooms. My rooms. I only have one.
Dice size small. Well, that's small. Maybe I need extra small.
Okay. Now it's being weird.
On today's episode of What is Wrong with Our Dice Roller?
Yeah, it is acting weird. Oh, here we go. Okay, it's up again. All right. Yeah, it seems to be working for me. And I see you guys are all in here. We even have a Bill Pickle. I just saw you roll dice. Let me see if I can roll dice.
Well, it feels like when I
There it
edit
is.
my setting. Yeah, there's your dice.
Yeah, they're working just fine.
And ladies is
are
still
working.
showing hidden.
It's because she has the hidden button on. That's what it is.
I can't take the.
Yeah, you
you do
can.
have the eyeball with the slash.
No.
Yeah.
Yes, that. Yeah.
It's not.
You need to
Doing
press
it
it
right.
or clear it. Press the X button to clear it.
See, that's how you turn it on. And then
There we go. My
Let me
clear is
see.
working now. Yeah, it's all good. All right. Whilst
Yeah.
you work on that, lady, let me go over here and do what I'm supposed to be doing. Okay. All right. So, of course, you guys know we're doing Omni-Hero here, and Omni-Hero had a little bit of setup. I haven't done in a while, so maybe I'll do a quick run through. But basically, there were these scientists that had run into some these guys right here, Dr. Irwin Crane and Chief Tom Post. And they our Crane had worked for the government during World War II, and they had found some demon things, and they were doing experiments on them. And then after the war, they kind of closed it up because nothing good came of it. And he had a eureka moment. And he was working for another biochemical company, and the guy who owns it talked him into because he actually had control of disposal of that particular project, and they've illegally. Okay, they did go to jail. Yep, illegally started the project back up, and in the end, they created a thing called OmniFit. And OmniFit was a diet drug that worked really well, so well it actually started giving the children born of them babies. Now here we are, decades later, and the world has heroes to deal with. It's a 4-color game, of course, and our guys are dealing with the situation in the Pawtucket. Now I know. You're like, oh, that's not that big a deal, but it is. It is. Yeah. By the way, as we start off today, a little bit of pop news since we're doing this. Another member of the team has moved on because keep in mind we're trying to get our heroes here ready to take over and become the Paw Patrol. But they're not. And one of them has moved on to greener pastures, and they brought in another sub. So we have another person on the Paw Patrol now. Her name is Jade. Interesting. Okay, this is the one that left.
Mm-hmm.
Flair. Where did I say Flair was going?
Europe, didn't you? No,
Yeah.
not
No,
Claire.
Europe. No, that was Zephyr. No, you're right. It was Flair, somewhere in Europe.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, these guys here, of course, we have the almighty Cloaca. We have the
Mm-hmm.
Blue Titan. We have Ryzen, the Japanese god. We have Kitty on our team. And never did get a pitch or anything for Towers, but that's okay. Here's our 4-member team. Kitty can fight. As you can see, she can do some stuff, but she's more of a
Tech person.
communications tech person. Of course, we are using the Marvel system and its wonderful, wonderful table here. And percentage rolls, one of the best RPGs ever made. Plain and simple. Simple, straightforward, capable. Nevertheless, they're in Pawtucket, the Pawtucket chapter of Omni-Core International, of course. They have their chiefs, of course, her name is Yo-Yo Mama, as you do.
Mhm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And of course, we have our PCOE and R&D guy, Randy Otto. And Randy's a nice guy. He's got a thing for somebody here, though. We got comms and data.
Second, I thought he had a thing for the redhead.
Yeah, I'm getting to that. We
Okay.
have Danny, which we still don't understand what Danny is. They have a place they can sleep that looks like you should be wearing underoos to
Dorm.
be in, which is awesome. And of course, we have Mandy Pepper. Randy
Miss.
likes her. But it's
Mhm.
kind of destined. Mandy and Randy
Mm-hmm.
sitting in a tree.
KIS.
That better be one strong branch.
Yeah. It's one of those red ones, down the whatever they're called.
Right.
Yeah.
Goodness
Interesting.
gracious.
Yeah, I haven't thought of that forever. I wonder if the younger kids even know that little limerick.
I doubt it. I highly doubt it.
We come from more innocent times, lady.
Yes, we do.
I know
Mm-hmm.
the limerick.
Oh no, and it better not be Nantucket.
Never mind.
Anyway, yeah, that's what I thought. But these guys are working in Pawtucket. Now, Pawtucket, most people don't really know about Pawtucket, but it is one of the most crime-ridden cities in America. It's quite bad. I mean, in reality. And then when you add supervillains on top of it, boy, goodness gracious.
Great
But
balls of fire.
great balls of fire. But I'm not going to get into all the other things. But what I will do is go from here. They were working in Pinecrest. And because they wanted to deal with this. They have a thing called a threat report that was given to them by Yo-Yo Mama, and some of the things on there they already dealt with or were looking into and stuff. But they were there to investigate Matilda Onguri, who they didn't even see. But this is a militant BLM type villain. She and her organization act like they're real deal activists, but and many of them probably are, but she's not. She's in it for the money. So that's who they were looking for, but she wasn't there. Things were going a little sour on them because you know how the world is. So instead, right across the marketplace, they had New Dawn, and they decided to look into that, and that has taken them somewhere. And of course, this has taken them all the way into demons and stuff, which is kind of interesting. But where they left off is very, very simple. Let me pop over to the main screen so we just look at the guys. And where it's left us off is this. They have been doing some investigation to find out what they're doing, and they still don't know 100%, but I think they have some ideas. But they did get a hold of a book, which seems to be extremely important to them. And they basically caused the destruction of their Pinecrest HQ for New Dawn, which is a cult. But they went up to Boston, where there is another cult building, looking for them. Particularly, they were looking for this Nordic goddess here, who they absolutely saw. Here, Siofin, or Adeline Potter, as she goes by now, and they found her. Not only did they found her, they found two other people. The literal Ember, one of the people who kicked off the early wars between the Omnis and humanity, still alive. Everyone thought she was dead, but she's working for this lady. And another big baddie they've run into a couple times. It's powerhouse type, but with teleportation in Ragnarok. They also know that Hela is somehow involved in this, although they only saw her from afar once. Nevertheless, whilst trying to gain entrance into that place and to try to because I don't even know. I'm gonna have to ask them what their goal is, but you know, the Shurafin, of course, she wants her damn book back, and she said that she offered Ryzen something of value. I can't remember what it was, but it wasn't trivial. And because she wants her book back.
Seven, like $27 billion.
No, it wasn't that. Good try though.
Well,
That
it
was
was,
like half of everything that she had.
yeah.
Was
Yeah, so she did try to legitimately, well, you don't know if it was legitimate or not, but she did try to negotiate for it. Then you refused
Mhm.
her, and there was a big fight outside that didn't last very long because they basically were there just to capture Ryzen, which they did, and then Ragnarok teleported them away. So right now, the party is. I'm gonna have to.
We some
I'm gonna start with
we
you and GOP and Kitty lady. But we do know that Puffin found himself in Elysium, I think, is where I sent you, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he is in the umbral bastion of Elysium, and and he's not guarded, he's not chained down or nothing. He's just in a feasting hall, quite a large one. I think I gave it some Russian name, didn't I?
I believe so, but I have a tramp stamp that keeps me here. I can't teleport
Yeah.
away.
So he's stuck there, and so he doesn't know really what's going on. The guys, which I'm going to start with the other two, because I have a little time to move. So we did play with him for a bit to see what
Hmm.
they do. But we kind of let me ask some questions before we get into that, though. So first of uh, all of you together, in the meta, right outside of character, what is it that you're after in regards to Madeline, or excuse me, Adeline?
well, I mean, clearly we know she's up to something rather nefarious,
Sure.
and so obviously we cannot let her get access to this book. I mean, that's the obvious point. We have to figure out what she's. Well, we kind of know to a degree, but there's a lot we don't know about her, like her actual major plans. You
Right.
know, what she's going to do with this stuff. But it's pretty clear, not a good idea to let her actually do it. So, and she's got a lot more firepower than we realized, as well.
She does. And of course, one of the important little key things, that book is all about blood magic, right? And soul and spirit magic and stuff like that. It's a black arts book. And it's ancient. It's even pre-Atlantean. And or not Atlantean. We found that out. But you do know that they had used a spell in the book they were using to control literally Beelzebub. That's a demon lord, right? And for 10
Mhm.
years, it seems to be the timeline we're looking at here, 10 years. And they were siphoning off his great demonic energies for what? You don't know. Is there anything else
Um.
I've left out or any information or
So we are, if I recall correctly, aren't we in Ryzen's
Yeah.
sanctuary with his
Yeah, his
wife?
wife.
you are? Yeah, you guys are with his wife.
We
Yeah.
have we're storing the book there for
Yes,
safekeeping.
and you're talking about the book. But
Yeah.
before I get to those things, I kind of want to get some general understandings. What is the party's general idea of what they want to do with Adeline? Are you just trying to capture her and bring her in for questioning? Tyr is slightly interested.
But I thought we couldn't get a hold of Tyr
You can't. No,
without
no,
Ryzen.
no, you can't, and neither can she. But you do know from what he told you that Tyr has opened a case at least, right? To investigate. You don't know. There's no he hasn't declared her to be captured or anything like that, but he's certainly open. He's interested to hear what there is to hear. But I'm talking about from you guys and the of course the Omni-Core.
Why was she on the threat list then?
That's a good question.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know
Um.
now why. You can see why.
Yeah. Yeah. Um.
For abducting demons?
And we don't actually know where Puffin is, correct?
Mm-mm. You have no clue.
Okay. Yeah, his wife doesn't know where he is.
No, and she's rather
Probably.
limited. Let me ask a quick question, Puffin. Can she
Mhm.
leave the sanctuary?
If she wants to.
So
Yeah, she's left
she's a
before.
legitimate goddess.
Hmm.
Okay, all right, okay. Um, she's what's her age range?
Well, I mean, Horizon doesn't date older women, so she'd probably be uh 500, 550, like
Okay,
half
so
his
you
age.
met her way after the Hellite Wars. Okay, all right, good, thank you. Anyway, continue.
Okay, so because I mean, the only thing I think we talked about before was like, and it obviously this was kind of brushed off as like not going to happen, but we talked about getting a hold, like trying to talk with Odin or something. It's like no, that's not going to work. Because my character doesn't really know anything about how to find someone, and so because I think that the wife knows that he's not on like our normal realm. At least she can't find him there,
Right.
right? Yeah. So my character, this is like so far out of my character's wheelhouse of
Sure.
like finding
Yeah,
people.
over my league too, over my head.
Yeah. So let's see. We did gather a bunch of notes and did get the book translated. Is there maybe
To a
anything?
point. Yeah. Oh, you went and saw the old man, right?
No,
Right.
we saw a guy at a little bookshop
That's
who
right.
was an expert in these sort of things. So my question is there anything in the book that can help us maybe that we can utilize? I figured my character probably can't, but just to ask, just to go through our notes.
There are no magi amongst you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the wife does do some magic, correct, Puffin?
Yeah, but
Mm-hmm.
she's not what you need, though. Keep in
Yeah.
mind that she's a sidekick. She's literally a bought power,
Mm-hmm.
right?
No, fair enough. Um. Well, I guess. Well, first of all, we can still read over the text to see if there's any sort of spells that would
And
be
you
able
already
to
had
do
done that,
something.
and
Yeah, yeah,
and he pointed out some stuff that clearly it's about controlling and draining soul and
yeah.
various applications of it and dark magics and things like that. Um,
Okay.
yeah, it's yeah, because he made a copy for you, didn't he?
He did.
And you could pour over it. It depends on how many days you want to put into that, and maybe find a clue here or there if you want to go that route. But okay,
Yeah, we. Let's see. Well, I mean, I guess we can. Well, first of all, we can ask the wife if she knows anyone who might be able to track him down through different realms. But if that won't work, then we can always go back to Omnicorp Omnicorp, and
Tell him that she abducted one of our members.
yeah, and then we basically need to get someone who can track his location and get us to where we need to go. Because they have specialists who will do stuff. So
no, that's true. That's true. You could go to Omnicore, but you guys were kind of keeping the book secret from them, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you
We're
have
going to end up having to give him the translation, probably.
maybe. But I'm just. It's an option. You guys have to make a decision on
Mhm.
how you want to go about it. Let me ask another question before I just kind of forge forward. Um, what do you think she's doing?
what do I think Adeline's doing?
Yeah.
Well, if I recall correctly, because it's been about a month, so I'm trying to jog my memory. They were being imbued with some sort of power because, like, the white hair thing was a magical alteration, right? And we know that there's a connection that basically uh, Hela can puppet them because we've seen her do it. So I feel like once again we don't know the full story, and if I go back and look again, I might figure out some more stuff that I'm not remembering now. But what I do think is happening is she's using the cult for she is imbuing power into the cult, but I don't know what their ultimate end is. Like, to what aim are they trying to imbue their people with power for? What sort of power play are they going after?
Power base.
What was that, lady?
Power base. Or
Yeah, but I don't know what their
or some kind of power.
end is. I can understand to a degree, like, they're giving abilities to people and buffing them up essentially with this sort of demonic power, and it's probably connected to Omnis. But I don't know their end goal.
I see.
Just of
Who do you think is in charge? Is it Adeline or do you think it's Hela?
well, I would very much assume it's Hela. I doubt a lower goddess, especially one who clearly is under the influence of Hela based off of the hair and everything else, and
Fair enough.
but that's another weird thing too, because gods, as you said before, are kind of compelled to stay within a certain domain, like
Right,
to
they
operate
are.
within a certain framework.
Except for the
And
younger ones. Yeah.
yeah, but Hela's not that.
No,
You know.
she's a ancient god. Yeah.
Yeah, so she's basically disappeared from her role for a while, and
She has.
so there might be something compelling her to to change her behavior, but I don't. I obviously have no idea what that is. So she might not even be the one at the very top. If there's somebody who might be able to manipulate her her ability to do things, or her desires on what she actually does. So that's my take. So I'm still kind of parsing through it. But I know that there's still plenty of that we don't know, and we probably need more pieces to figure out.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
All right. So, lady, would you like to say something?
Don't even.
Okay.
What he said.
All right.
Okay.
Anything you want to add
I'm
before I
sorry.
go, Puffin?
Um, well, I'm just going to kind of sit next to the pool and try to figure out what to do.
Yeah, I'm going to come to you in a minute. I'm going to start with them though. Cool. Rock on. So these guys went and saw Lady Ryzen, and she was able to send them in a direction. They went and they spoke to an old magi who was able to translate their book for them, and they have that information. So you guys are, and I'm some reason in my head it keeps telling me you guys have already spoken to Yo-Yo Mama, but we'll assume that we
Oh,
didn't.
you know what?
They did, and they sent that
Did
magic chick. The
we did show her the book? That's right, because that was how we got her to give us the contact at the
That guy,
bookstore.
and that's how you went to that guy. Okay, I
Yes, so
thought
she
so.
does know about the book.
She does know
All
about
right.
the book. All right.
All right, it's
we
coming
told
back.
her, don't tell the feds.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't tell the feds. All right, so you guys are standing outside the bookstore. You have an English copy of the book.
It's also on Kitty's tablet.
It is. And of course, you have the original book you're holding, right?
Yeah, well, no, the original. So I actually think the bookstore was before we went and encountered Adeline. So I think we're still in Boston, and the book itself, we had the book, the physical book
All
after
right,
we
so
made copies of it.
you left it with Lady Ryzen, and
Yes.
you are standing on the street in Boston. Okay, we'll go with that.
Yep.
All right, so you guys are standing in the street in Boston. He has, well, you've only spent like an hour of time running around, really. But Puffin. But you guys just got a pretty serious, quick beatdown, and they disappeared, and they took Ryzen with them. You're standing on the street alone, even though the asphalt is still lightning hot where Ember was.
Oh, and we also went back to the Boston office of Omni-Core.
Tell them about
And
Amber still being alive.
yeah, and they've tried to like dismiss us, and I thought like we were basically like, well, if you don't like if you this is the information's not important to you, then I guess it doesn't matter if it gets out or something. If I recall correctly, and I thought like they changed their tune pretty quick when we brought that information to them, kind of thing.
All right,
You
so
know.
yeah, the
Don't
conversation with
Oh,
Yo-Yo
you guys
Mama.
got threatened.
We did get threatened. Yes.
All right, so we're not there. We're back at.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm trying to remember. It was a while ago. There's a lot of that happened that last episode.
That's true. That is true. All right, so you're sitting in the offices, and Yo-Yo Mama is concerned, obviously, because Amber Owens is big time threat, right? I mean, of course, the Great Fire of Chicago in 1978, which I'll play the animation again. And of course, you just saw her and stuff. So yeah, we'll leave it with that. You guys there is details on Ember. The other two, of course, you know a little about Xiofan, and you know very little about the other one. But nevertheless, you're in the office. You've told Yo-Yo Mama the situation. What are you gonna do? Go.
We need to find Ryzen. Okay? I mean, he's part of our team and he's just gone. So clearly they sent him away for a reason.
Well, they left with him, as far as from your perspective.
Oh, that's true, yeah. We gotta go find him. So are we still with Yo-Yo Mama?
You are. You're in the office with
Okay.
Yo-Yo Mama. Yep.
We know he's not in this plane of existence. He's somewhere else,
You don't know that.
I thought the
His
wife
wife
couldn't
confirmed that.
find him on our plane.
Oh, okay, fine.
Yeah, I mean I could be wrong, but I thought that's
No,
what
we'll go
I
with
thought.
that. It doesn't matter.
Okay. Is there anyone that we have, any resource we have that can track down, people on other planes of reality?
She looks
I
at
don't
you
know.
sideways and she's like, yeah,
Why?
for technically they're not even considered real.
Well, I mean, obviously the public might not know that, but we do. I mean, we know that it's real.
She doesn't
While
seem to
he's
have much
talking with Yo
information.
Yo Mama, I'm going over Amber's file to see if I can find a weakness.
Give me a wisdom roll.
Come on, Mousy. Behave. Okay. 1, 2.
There we go. It's working. Good. That's
Um,
not how we do that.
yeah.
Apparently, I don't have the other die. Okay.
Well, you can just add it.
That's okay. I'll
Add
just
it.
do it in order. 45.
Okay. Wisdom is.
Insight. Yes.
Wisdom is wisdom. Typical.
Typical.
Wisdom is an intuition, but yeah.
So 45 is a green, I think.
For typical?
Typical?
No.
No, it's not.
But
It's not.
you
So you
can
failed.
spend karma if you want. You're not that far off.
Or spirit. Well, no, you have to say that
No,
before.
no. Yeah, you
Right?
can't. Yeah.
No, I have 21 spirit.
You can't use spirit anyway. Yeah, you need
You can spend
a
like
total
6
of
karma.
6. 6 karma will get you there.
Yeah, I'll spend 6 karma.
Okay.
All right.
So weaknesses. Yes, her main weakness is she's dead. Confirmed. You see autopsy photos. Dead. Although, as she's looking through these grisly photos and you're speaking to her, GOP, I won't give Kitty a roll, but I'll give you a roll. You can make a wisdom roll too. You need better than that, though.
Yeah, my wisdom is good, so that's a plus. And then, could I apply my psychiatry to it, or no? Because that's
No,
got.
this is an
Oh,
observation.
okay, fair enough.
Ooh.
Yeah, then I'll roll.
I want to say something, but I can't.
No, you can't. Oh, that's a good roll.
77 at good, which will put me in the green.
Not good enough.
Well, I'm pretty close. 'Cause I'm like, I just need 2. Yeah, 2. Oh no, wait. No, 77. I'm a yellow. My bad, because 76 to 80 is
Okay.
yellow.
There we go. So yellow's good enough. One thing it catches your eye as she's looking at these grisly photos, and the other things in the file, is Amber Owens. There's pictures of her where she's just a ball of fire, right? But of course, there's pictures of her when she was young, and it's a file. It's a complete file of her life.
Mhm.
She is a brunette.
What color was her hair when we encountered her?
Oh, well, let me see if I can show you the picture.
Was it white?
Well, we'll
Tell me it
see.
was white.
Just give me a second. Here, bring this up here and come over to this.
You know something. Just
Yes.
never mind. I can't say it. I can't say it. I
Yeah,
want to.
Hella
it's
brings
white.
back. Yeah, Hella's bringing the dead back to life.
That's what I was gonna say.
There you go.
Yeah. Did I do a good job? I
I
did a good job. I actually had plans and I went looking for pictures that would suit it. Or
I point this out to
I
Yo
used
Yo
AI.
Mama since she's
Yeah.
our big brain here. I go, if I recall right, her hair was white, not brown. So, and her eyes were glowing.
Kitty brings up
Perhaps
a
she,
feed because she's here with you, and she shows
perhaps
the feed,
she
and sure
is
enough,
undead. Perhaps she is undead. I don't know if it's against magic law to bring back the dead or not.
Well, I
And
mean,
I don't think it's part of our White Queen's playlist, whatever you want to call
What?
it.
What? What are you trying to
It's
say?
not what. It's not one of her abilities. It's Hella's ability.
Yeah, no, this is
Yeah, well,
clearly all
clearly
Hella's.
Hela. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all Hella's doing.
so that means maybe Seofin was brought back from the dead because her hair's white.
Oh, that they're all possibly.
They're all
They all
possibly just
possibly
tools of
died.
Hela. Yes,
Kitty gets
because
on that
Oh.
immediately.
the
Oh.
rituals. Remember, Seofin magically survived when all her other cultists died. Maybe she didn't. Maybe she's been dead and she was resurrected by Hela as a tool to escape. And the reason they've been siphoning off the demonic energy of Beelzebub is so that Hela can take over as a lord of hell and not be bound to death.
You know, that's one of the weird things though about this. It's like, so we encountered some of her followers who all had the magical effect of the hair and stuff, right?
And
I mean, it does.
magical abilities.
Yeah, and magical abilities. But they weren't acting like they were acting like normal. Some of them, they were just normal people with.
Having boyfriends and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yep. They didn't say anyone acting like a zombie.
Yeah, well, or like not just a zombie, but someone who might be possessed by a god, who is going to act in a particular way versus
No.
someone who's going to act like a normal person.
Well,
No,
pop
now, of
cultures.
course, Kitty doesn't have access to any of these god ones, right? At all.
Right.
But she does have. There are these normal ladies and possibly Ragnarok. And give Kitty a roll. Roll for Kitty. Someone needs to roll for Kitty, and it needs to be a banger.
I'll roll because I'm not doing
So
anything.
Kitty will have use her
Well,
whatever
let me check.
karma.
Let me check. She does have spirit. She has 32 spirit that can be used.
Okay, well,
48.
48, and what are you rolling?
I don't know.
She has the 32. They don't have. She does have karma actually. 32. So what is her role for this? Would be under remarkable plus her security skills. So it's only a +1 though. So she's under incredible for this role.
Okay, so 48, so
That's in the green.
yeah, that's 80 right there with the spirit.
And
Because
what
you
is
said she
that
had
under
32.
incredible?
That is a yellow.
It's a yellow, and she needs a 91, so she needs to spend 9. Don't like doing it, but I'm going to do it. All right. So Kitty is spending karma because she instantly has that eureka moment like everybody else just did. And she is diving into her search. So we burned her spirit for the day and a little bit of her karma as well. Because these characters can level up, right? Let's see. Where am I here? I need to go over to here.
I throw out this idea too, but has any of the girls that have been sacrificed have they popped back up anywhere?
Well, Kitty is doing, she had the same epiphany you guys just did.
Oh, okay.
She's
Okay.
digging through files, she's looking, and she already has some files, and she said, I was curious because those 3 girls that we were tracking, the 3 specific ones we knew about, we saw, although
Yeah.
one of them is dead, but nevertheless, because you guys killed her in the room. Or she killed herself. Yeah, she killed
Yeah.
herself. Um, uh, she said that she did think it was weird because it's like there when she was checking their files and researching history and stuff as you would do, right? It's as they just kind of appeared. They didn't have their history was very thin, right? And most of their ideas and stuff, she brings it back up. It was 10 years ago.
Hmm.
But in a
And
cute
this
girl voice, not my voice,
Yeah.
cute girl voice, not your voice.
right?
Well, I have to
Um.
speak in cute girl voice now.
I mean, we could check DNA records to see if they're like if these were other people and they had
Would
their
they have
identity
You
changed.
DNA
could.
10
You
years
got
ago?
you a body, you know.
That's true. Well, let's head over to our I guess our forensics people.
Yes,
This is in the
and
basement.
I didn't really create a forensics person, although I probably should have, huh?
Yeah, you can call him Bones.
Yeah, you got. I prepped all this stuff and I thought so far ahead.
Getting patronized by your players. I can atomize them if you want. I have lightning powers.
But
Right?
you know
Oh
what?
man.
I am going to say that there is a person who does do forensics, and she will be the fitness and health manager,
Oh, wait
Mandy.
a second. She's also on the team now, the main team.
She is, but you guys see her around here during the day as well.
Okay.
She's a paragon type of hero, so she doesn't really need sleep type. Her stamina is
Is
off the
that what
charts.
that paragon really means? You don't really need sleep?
It's because if you can't go around saying Superman types, DC
Yeah.
will
Yeah.
sue you. And trust me, DC will sue you. They're sue happy when it comes to you doing anything even similar to Superman. They've gotten their hands slapped many times over the years, overreaching that. But nevertheless, we just call them paragons, right? Uh, but
Okay.
um uh but anyway, you go check with her, and she's not the one, but she can do what we need. So you guys go talk to Mandy. Mandy's happy to help. You guys have to go down to we'll say it's still in the cooler. It's only been a day, right? Not even.
Yeah.
It's like a day.
Hmm.
Yeah. So and she takes a sample, and she does her sciencey thing, and then puts it through the database, which is not something they had done because they just put a toe tag on it because we know who she is, right?
We thought,
Yeah.
anyway.
Sure enough, it comes back as a mundane name. Let's say Julie Brown died March 10 years ago.
Mm.
Car accident in Narragansett. It was tragedy. She was survived by her mother only.
Okay, so we
In the,
got the one. We got the one who was in the house who killed himself. What about the one who was in the holding room who killed themselves? Because I want to see if there's a connection with where they died, or if it was in multiple different places. So maybe there's like a thread to pull on there. If perhaps oh, they were brought to the same morgue, or
Right. No, they weren't. The one who died in interrogation is not here, Mandy says, because there's going to be, internal affair investigation in that one. That happened in house. So she is been shipped out. She's not. You'd have to talk to Danny.
Well,
okay.
who talks to
And
me?
And didn't we have two of them in custody from the house, and we only went to talk to one because the other one we didn't bother with because they were just going to kill her if we did? Or am I wrong?
You
I
do
thought,
have two in custody. Yeah, you do. And one of those you were interviewing. She killed herself, so there's only one left that's alive in custody. One was taken out because of them, dying in the chapter house is not good. The other one killed
yeah.
herself. You just checked her DNA, and the third one is sitting and holding as you speak. But you do need to keep in mind you are in the Americas.
I know.
She has rights.
That
indeed.
is darn those rights. Um. Okay. Well, I guess we can have someone go in and see if she consents to her DNA taken, but she's not going to. Obviously, we can't just force it from her. Um.
Could be
I mean, you
sneaky.
do have a book about blood magic.
You do, but no one here
You
can
could
use
just.
it.
Yeah, we can't use it, so it's kind of useless for us. Uh, Also, we don't have the actual book because that's in your realm. Um,
Mandy says, "Well, you could randomly find a follicle."
Well, that is a good point.
Has
I
she taken
mean,
a shower today?
she's got long hair. You know.
Has she taken a shower today?
has she taken? People are gonna kill me. Has
She's
she
taking a
taken
shower. I'm
a
sorry.
shower today? Well, it's been probably. It is. We're getting on toward nighttime, right? So it's been almost 24 hours. I'm assuming she would
Dang
have.
it. And so has everybody else in the same shower, so never mind.
No,
Well,
well,
whatever.
how
You're
many
not going to
people are
find
going to have long strands of
White
white
hair.
white
hair.
hair? Yeah. So that's fine. We can go get that evidence
While
and
he's looking for white hair, like a needle in a haystack, I'm going to look up the dead girl's mama to see if she looks familiar or anything.
Well, the mother is deceased now, but not
Okay.
particularly. She's
Okay.
Mrs. Brown lives down in Narragansett.
Or did live down
It
in
did,
there, gets it.
yeah.
oh,
Okay.
and before her before
And
we
how
even
did
get her DNA, because I mean, when she got booked, I'm assuming she got her prints
finger
taken.
Mhm.
Did her prints do they match anyone else? Do they match maybe someone else who died 10 years ago, or did that person not have a record?
You guys check it, and it's the first time these prints have been put on file.
Okay, fair enough. Well, it was worth a shot. But yeah, well, I'll go find whatever DNA evidence.
You see, she was a college student back visiting her mother for the spring break, meaning
Okay.
not a criminal, like a normal kid.
Well, the one that we already found. Yeah.
Yes, the one,
I meant for the
that,
other one.
yeah.
The other one that we haven't got a chance to look at her background yet. But okay, fair enough. Yeah. So we get the. I'm assuming we find the DNA
You're
from the
making
hair.
assumptions. Let's see.
Okay.
Do I want to just make it easy or make you have to talk to Danny?
You want me to? You want me to?
What's the funniest one?
What is going to entertain the viewers?
Yeah, no, let's
Mhm.
move along. Yeah, you
Yeah.
you are able to find a follicle.
Okay, we find the follicle. We run it. I mean, whatever. However long it takes, we'll just skip forward.
Yep.
Um.
Susan Williams, born and raised in New Haven, Connecticut. Uh, 10 years ago, died by someone failing to do a Heimlich maneuver while she was at dinner, 34.
She looks younger
Dang.
than 34, doesn't she?
They all look young.
Yeah. So it's probably part of the magic. Okay, and she didn't go to the same morgue or the same uh graveyard.
Nope.
All right,
Oh,
I'm just trying to find a
I'm sorry. I'm
connection.
sorry. You're trying to find a connection.
Yeah.
And you guys spend some time working on that with Kitty, and digging, trying to find connections and information, and you finally do. And Kitty is real deep. Um, the only connection between them is this: they both were organ donors, and their bodies went to the University of Rhode Island Medical Department.
All right.
Dun dun
What
Can't
dun.
we?
about what do we know of what happened to Amber's body? It was autopsies. That's all we know, right?
They haven't done anything yet. Hadn't even been 24 hours.
Amber?
No, Amber. The
Amber.
Ember. Yeah, the
Oh, Amber
the
Owens. Oh, I'm sorry. Amber, yeah,
yeah.
no, you have that information. And she died in 1978.
Yeah. So it's not the same thing. I mean, but obviously that would have been a special case for them probably. But looking at this university, is there a record that we can access to of the people who donated their organs to that university and who handled those people?
Of course. But you're
Okay,
gonna have
because
to go to university for that.
yeah, true. Well, it's a thread, and I mean, unless we can find someone who can find Ryzen, because we're gonna probably need him if we're gonna take on these people, if we can even find where they went. But I mean, that's a thread. That's the only thread we have. So
What time of the day is it?
It
I'm
is
useful.
coming on. Your shift is finished 6 p.m.
yeah,
I say we, come back and look at it fresh tomorrow.
like, are you sure? Well, but then again, if we get there super late, we might not even be able to talk
At a
with anyone.
university.
It's,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's not far. It'd probably take you 45 minutes to get down to University of Rhode Island in Kingston.
Then find the right department. Then find the right person. And by then,
Yeah,
it's already late. They're
do
going
it in the
home.
morning. That's fine.
Do it in the morning.
Um,
Yeah. Okay. That's
Get some
fine.
so
sleep. Get some
Ryzen,
rest.
you're sitting in
Yes.
this I can't remember what I called it. Um,
Hot tub, basically.
It was under like a bathhouse.
yeah, it's like it's like a kind of a red light district, eatery, brothel, all that.
A
It's like
brothel
a
and
red light
cafe.
district, but it's like in one building. It's this big, gigantic red light district. I think it was called like it's not Ivan's, but I did use a Russian name and I had a reason for it. But nevertheless, you're in the Elysium bathhouses. Let's just call it that. And you're sitting there, kind of wading your feet in the pool, and of course the nymphs are being nymphy as they do.
Mm-hmm.
You can hear the roar of the crowd as the eternal party continues. What are you gonna do?
Well, I already talked to Ho Chi Minh and, found out all this stuff that I'm kind of just stuck here, but I'm going to politely excuse myself for but a moment, remembering all the stories of, the legions of children that other gods have and realizing, well, yeah, that'll do it. Just seeing the company kept here, yeah, that'll do it. But I'm gonna see if I can open the portal to my realm.
You can't. You already tried.
Oh yeah. Well, since I'm followed, if I go anywhere
You are.
and try to
Matter
do
of fact, you
anything,
kind of know the hooded person exactly where they are in the back of the room, and they even though they got to know that they're there, they're still doing their ninja thing.
Why don't you go say hi?
that's what I was thinking.
Because you don't really got anything else to do.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go over and talk to him. It's like, so, Sneaky, what's your story?
As you approach, obviously moving toward the person, they dash across the room and leap over the balcony into the garden below.
Oh, well, that was easy. Well, now that they're not following me, I'm gonna go.
Well, we already established though you can teleport within the confines because
You
you've
can.
done it before.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, I'm
So-
going to.
So just teleport to them.
Yeah, I'm gonna teleport where they landed. Now, listen. I know we got off to the wrong foot, but what are you doing?
The woman, because it's a cloak figure, because you can just teleport, right? The
Mm-hmm.
woman's standing in front of you, hooded and all. She has very long white hair, and she's quite young and beautiful. She looks like one of those new age cultists there of Surafins is what she looks like. She's
So
startled by your sudden appearance, and she just tries to back up away from you.
I'll teleport behind her. How did you get here, mortal?
At the fighter.
I'm not
Well,
gonna probably have to fight her. It'd be a short fight.
well, with that thought, it would be a short fight. With that thought in your head, your brain starts working. What is the intelligence of Ryzen?
Oh, you mean his wisdom?
Is
No, no,
logic, I would assume.
his
Oh,
logic, his
logic.
logic, his logic.
Oh, his logic is excellent.
So yeah, he's smart. And does he have any skills that would bump that up? Like
Um,
say in magic?
he has a skill focus magic.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. How many pluses you got in that?
Just one right
Just
now,
one.
because
So
I
remarkable. Give me a roll under remarkable, please.
okie dokie. Do, 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 do,
I
do.
believe in you.
I believe in me too. I
You can do
will. Nope.
it. No,
I
I cannot.
believed
no,
in you.
no.
Nope.
He cannot do it. He
I
really,
cannot do it.
really cannot.
Well, how
The
much karma would I have to
Oh no,
spend?
Oh
don't bother.
God.
It's not that
Okay.
important to roll. Um, but
Stop believing in me, GOP.
Yeah, I should. I did. The second I saw you the number.
but she does try to back away from you, and you notice that she actually's got quite a bit of celerity for a human.
Who gave you those powers? I'm not
Well,
going to hurt you. I just want to know.
once again, the logic might work. It might.
Okay, and roll logic again.
I'm going to laugh when it comes up in one.
Oh
I'm
God.
going to laugh.
2.
If it
It's
comes
gonna
up
be a
lower,
2.
a
It's
2.
gonna be a 2. Come on. 50. Oh,
Oh, that's fine.
58. That's
That's enough.
that's
That's
normal.
enough. It's enough. Yeah. All right. You're thinking to yourself, now wait a minute. You are in the Outer Realms, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which
How
we
the hell
haven't
she
really
get here?
fleshed out the lore. I know this one is. Keep in mind, they chose this as I gave them multiple different kind of adventure we could have done. They chose this one, right?
I want to
Uh,
go take on a weird themed bank robbery sort of thing. You
well,
know.
you could have. I had that in there, right? But you guys went
I
this
didn't
way.
see that.
But
Yeah.
whatever. So we are kind of dealing with gods again, just like we did in Umbral, but it is very different. I had that very fleshed out. The god realms and all that stuff were very in part of the world. This is different. This is much more like Marvel. Sure,
And
there
I'm
are realms of the gods, of course, in that ether space somewhere, right? But it's not fleshed out like Umbral was, even though we can see some similarities here. Nevertheless, she shouldn't be able to be here. You're 100% right, sir.
Mhm.
Humans don't do well in these places. You can put certain magics on them and protect them for a certain amount of time, and there are ways to do it. But it dawns on you that yeah, she really shouldn't be here. And you know that if you could get a hold of her, you could actually get a good sense of the magic that is in her.
well, I'm gonna.
Ooh.
Well, then she's. I'm going to. As my divine right as an immortal versus immortal, I am going to seize this. You know what? I'm going to take a Skyrim approach. Stop right there, criminal scum, and I'm going to grab her arm.
That's fair. That is fair. Give me an initiative, please.
Okie dokie. Do-do-do-do.
No. Oh yeah. It's the 10.
Okay. You beat me. So go first.
I'm gonna just grab her arm, and I guess I'll spin spirit if I have to.
You can do a grapple. Go ahead.
Grapple, and I have martial arts B, which is grappling, and it's at +2, and I'm
Well,
at
no, it's
X.
not.
No.
It's
B is not
it's fighting.
grappling.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's okay. Just give me your tactics, please. Excuse me,
tactic.
your strength. Your strength.
Uh, 34 under excellent.
All right.
No.
34 under excellent is not enough.
Well, I'll wait. It's just not like she can get away. I can just teleport.
And she spends her turn running.
I'll teleport in front of her and try to grab her again.
Okay.
Look, you're just making this harder on yourself. 42.
Nope. Nope.
Not enough.
Then I'm going to spend. Hold on a second. 42. 4 karma to make it a green.
No, you need yellow.
I need.
Yeah, you still miss with the green on.
I did. Never mind then.
Yeah, living things are squirmy.
Yeah, they are. I forgot how squirmy
But
they are.
she's not a living thing.
She's not. Well, she's an
I-
unliving thing.
The spirit of what he says still counts.
Yes,
Okay.
sentiently capable.
Yes.
Fine.
Things that can die and are afraid of death like to keep living.
She once again zigs and
Mhm.
zags and tries to run. Top of the
I'm
round.
going to. I'm gonna try to grab her again. Because we're just going in a big circle. Nope.
No.
No.
No. Okay.
Okay.
This
Are
time
my
she's
dice
able
rolling
to
that
make it
bad?
through an archway, and she's left the garden, heading toward the main hall.
Just
Yeah, I'm rolling bad too.
well,
Yeah, it's not rolling anything worth a darn. Fine, I'm spending all the karma I need to do. I'm spending 40 karma and I'm snatching her.
All right, you got a hold of her. And now give me a magic read. Now this is going to is not going to be your logic. It's going to be will based. Um, so give me a will roll with your magic +1.
Okay, so will. Oh, you mean wisdom?
No, will.
Oh, will. Oh, my will is incredible.
Yeah, so it's under
So,
amazing.
hooray, I'm amazing.
Wow,
30.
wow. But it's you only
under
need a green because you're
amazing.
way up. No, you're above the technically the magic that's making this happen isn't that high. So it's I'm under amazing. Yeah, you're fine.
I did.
Okay, so you get a hold of her, and sure enough, it's not a human, but it's not a celestial either. It's something weird going on. The magic in her is enough to put her into the category where she can run around a celestial realm, right? Without being harmed or hindered. You don't know. You've never encountered this feeling of magic before, but clearly she's something new to you.
What are you?
She panics. You see it in her face, and you got a hold of her, and she's trying to squirm out. So let me give her a roll to do so. So let's see here. No, nope. She doesn't
What?
speak though, but she is struggling mightily. But you're just much more powerful than she is.
Well, then we're going to do, Pikachu's going to use Thunder Wave. And I'm going to try to stun her, like stun gun. Psst.
Do you have that ability?
I can now.
You could do another power stun for stun. Okay,
I love power word stun.
there you
Spirit
go.
time. Yep. Spirit time.
You got to need a red
Do-do-do-do.
though. So
That's under
under your power rank of the ability.
incredible.
Yep.
Incredible.
So just
So,
deduct whatever karma you need.
okay.
91.
That gives you a success. Spend 200 karma. Or is it 100?
900,
It's 100.
100. You're
Yeah.
right. 91 minus 34. My brain's not working. I just ate chili.
37. So that would be a 54.
54. Hooray.
Okay.
Wow. I
And
had
another 100.
504.
All right.
Okay.
And you cast the stun. Of course, this would be under remarkable. So go ahead and make the roll to stun her. Let me
Actually,
give her one roll here, just again, because she is trying to get out. So. Nope.
okay.
Definite nope.
Yeah, just go ahead and make the
I'm
power
glad we're
rank
all
roll,
rolling
please. Oh
crappy.
no, well you kind of just did. I'm sorry, you power stun. It's my fault. So that would be under remarkable, and she doesn't have, so that would be a red for her to not be stunned. So let me go ahead and make that roll for her. Yeah, no, she is stunned for 1 to 10 rounds. So let me go ahead and make that roll.
Yes, sir.
2 rounds, she's out, completely out.
Go to the, basically teleporter, like pick her up, teleport her back, tie her up. with some rope. I'm sure the nymphs have lying around for
Oh,
less than
the
detainment
nymphs have
things.
got the nymphs have got themselves some ropes. Which would you like? Silk lined, coarse and hairy.
Silk lined would be nice
Okay,
because silk's actually tougher than people think.
yeah, that's true. So you
If
tie
it's
her up
wet.
and she's well bound.
Good. And then I'm gonna go find good old. I'm gonna tell the nymphs that this one's a fighter, but don't let her out. And I'll be right back and give them a wink
Why don't
because
you just hold on to her?
I could, but I want to bring like parading her down the street to find Ho Chi Minh and be like, "What the heck kind of magic is this?"
Hmm.
Maybe a little.
His
It's
name is
like we know this
Hachiman, not Ho Chi Minh.
Hachiman.
Oh, too bad.
Ho Chi Minh is
You
slightly
ever been to
different.
a city?
Yeah.
I'll go find Hachi.
Okay. Well, he's sitting out there singing and enjoying his meal as he has been for the past hour.
I want to tell him he's kind of like an uncle, isn't he?
Yeah, kinda. Yeah.
Uncle Hachi, I have a question.
Row,
I
row, row your boat
Roll,
gently down
roll, roll,
the
roll your boat
stream.
gently down. I was
hey
trying to, do the. Never mind.
hey drunk hey old guy, question. You gonna do the whole Men in Black?
Yeah, go ahead.
I think there's something that you should see because I don't understand it, but it's. I think at first glance, I thought I found a mortal here.
Immortal? Here?
Yeah.
Ha! It'd be dead in an hour.
Well, come take a look. I think she may be undead.
Well, actually, I don't know if you'd have that jump, but I get your point. He's like, all right, well, let's go see. Adventure is interesting. He does pick a wench up and throw her over his shoulder.
I do have. I left her with the nymphs. She's tied up.
He laughs at that. You come back and she's still tied up, but the nymphs are doing unseemly things,
Hmm.
as nymphs do.
Yeah. Well, just
She's
gonna
doesn't seem to be pleased by it, by the way.
catalog that in the back of my mind. Ask my wife about something like that later. But anyways,
Hmm.
yeah, this is it's some kind of magic I've never seen before.
He
Like,
comes in and he takes a look and he's like, you're right. I don't know much about these things, but Roy does.
who's Roy?
He's some Scotsman. He's in there.
And what does Roy look like?
Oh, he picks the tied girl up, replaces her with the wench, leaves the wench with the nymphs with a chuckle, and walks back into the main hall. And he walks over and he goes to a table of Scottish clad people. There are dwarves here. There's things that seem like they're slightly different than a dwarf, but of similar height. And there are some Scottish gods.
Ooh, neat. I think I went drinking with some of those before, but it's been a very long time. I haven't seen them since the wars.
In this place, this is Elysium is kind of the party spot. Some of the celestial realms are a little bit less, well, a lot bit less fun. But this place is just kind of party hardy because there's no god that oversees it. It was created by consensus. So this is kind of a party place. You get any celestial could be seen here inside
Hmm,
Elysium. Anyway,
interesting.
he goes over and says, Roy. And Roy says, oh, all right, someone give me a Scottish.
No.
I mean, my Scottish is kind of like
GOP,
it's
you be
in.
the Scottish
All
person.
right,
But
all
hey, what do we
right.
got here?
What we got here?
Well, it's something weird. He just takes her and kind of dangles her in front of him. Now, Roy here, of course, which means king. He, well, I don't know what his real name is, but we'll go with Roy. He is actually, he's a warrior like any Scots god would be, but he's mainly Ogma. He's the He's the magic guy for the Scots. So therefore, you know
Mm-hmm.
everything that you need to know. Is my point. He's like, what is this?
It's been following me ever since I got here, and ever since I
He's
was.
talking to Roy, which is GOP.
Oh,
Oh, well, I don't. What is it? Oh,
You know exactly what it is. You go ahead and just say it.
Oh, it's looks to me like it's some kind of hybrid. Some kind of. Oh, maybe a little undead. Yeah.
Yeah, good enough. Good
It.
enough.
It
I just need a little
yeah.
Scottish in my life. Thank you.
Yeah.
I bought a Scottish cap the other day. It's
Well,
amazing.
eventually we are gonna have to revive Corny Tip at some point.
That's
So.
fair. That is fair. But basically, Roy tells you, and Hachiman, that there's some weird magic going on here. He's seen it before, but it's with mainly it's a gale magic. You know how they are. And but it's old stuff. But in essence, he confirms that it is this person is okay here because they aren't actually alive, although the magic has revived them in quite an impressive way. He's very impressed with the level of magic. He even goes so far to say he's only seen that kind of magic with Hela back in the wars.
that would make sense. It's probably her doing, anyways.
Yeah, well, haven't seen hide nor hair of her in centuries.
I'm very tempted to tell Uncle about what's happened, but I don't know with his demeanor if that would be for the best. I can't remember if Tyr told me not to say anything to anyone.
He did say keep it under your hat. Yeah.
Okay, I'll keep it under my hat.
Well, about the book, right? Oh, about the stuff with Hella too. Yeah, don't tell anyone. But maybe this the Scottish guy can
Hey,
maybe he can help you remove that little tramp stamp.
yeah, I'm going to ask him about that, but I'm going to say, hey, Hachi, I have a question. Do you know Tyr?
Hachiman says that he'd met him once or twice, but he doesn't know him personally at all. No.
Well, I need to get in touch with him about this, if at all
Oh yeah, you're
possible.
stuck here, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm stuck here.
He says, "Well, something's a brewing, so I'll help you out." And he tosses you the girl, literally, um,
Gotcha.
which is a little bit of an effort for you. Um,
Hmm.
Roy hands you a stein,
Thank you. I'll take a drink.
and they start singing some, some Scottish song about, well, I don't know
Haggis.
Soon
haggis,
may
yeah,
the
haggis.
Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll
Now,
take our leave and.
oh, thank you very much. I'm assuming you gagged the girl.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
Well, I think
but
the nymphs gagged her.
oh, what have you? She's gagged. But and she's doesn't have as many clothes on as she did when you left her. But
That's not necessarily a bad
she's
thing.
not pleased with the situation at all. She's squirming, you know, that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
Hmm.
All righty. So we'll leave that there. Back to the team. What are you guys doing?
Well, I guess we're going on a trip to Rhode Island. We're trying to find this missing connection.
You are in Rhode Island.
Or I mean, not Rhode. We're taking a trip to the university. Is what I meant to say.
University of Rhode Island. Yes. Okay.
Yes, the University of Rhode Island. That's what I meant to say.
All right. So you guys get together and you head down in the morning. And let me go ahead and bring this back up real quick. And you head out of Pawtucket and you go down to the University of Rhode Island, which is down South County in Kingston. And of course, you guys don't have the teleportation handiness, so you take the van. Randy
I'm
asks
The
if
driving.
he can come.
van.
So you want to drive? So no, Randy. Okay, so Blue Titan is driving, and it only takes about 45 minutes or so. to get down there, especially go the traffic going that direction. And when you come onto the campus, it is actually quite a beautiful place, and it's huge. It might be in Rhode Island, but it's a full-on university, and I mean old style Greek university style, right? It's huge. And of course, you follow the little map and you go to the medical building. And it's the College of Medicine actually encompasses several buildings, but there is a main administration building. So how do you guys want to go about this?
We'll ask around, see if we can get a hold of their records department. That's probably where we're gonna have to go to, or we need access to basically the records of people who for a case, people who died 10 years ago and donated their organs to the university.
So you go and you talk to this little girl who's sitting there. She looks probably a grad student, you would assume. She, of course, gets to doing what because you guys are Omni-Core, right? She does get to helping you and doing what she wants, but she seems like she's acting as if you're just bothering her time, as they are.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. But she brings up and she says, "When
I'm sorry. When? 10 years ago.
10 years ago,
Yeah,
so
I would assume it's
2013. All right."
yeah.
And she
I would assume, by the way, that the people when they died around the same, or their organs were brought here around the same time. But I would, whatever the document said, because you just said 10 years ago, but I'm assuming it was probably around the same time.
she brings it up. She said, "All right, 2011, 12, 13. Wow." Now you guys are you're standing in front of the counter, and she's going to because this is all computerized now, right?
Mhm.
And she said, "That's weird."
What's weird?
Well, there was no 2013, accordingly.
I mean, I lived it. Don't want to remember it, but I lived it. What do you mean? There's no
Someone
2013?
deleted the
She
records.
she
I
turns
know. I'm
her
just.
laptop around and she shows you the year before there were 12 bodies. The year after there were 16 bodies, but the year of 2013 there was 0.
Can you find out on the records who deleted them?
That would
Sh-
probably be
She's
something that.
no, she doesn't. She said there weren't none that year, I guess.
Um, the people who handle that sort of thing, are they still employed here? I mean, it was 10 years ago, so I'm just seeing if we can talk with someone who might have been one of the people who handled the organs.
She says, "Well, the year before and after, the person in charge is Dr. Tillman."
And does he have what is it called? Seniority? It's not seniority. Tenure?
Yeah.
Is he still working here? Is the question. Because I don't know how old he was when he back then, so I mean, he could have retired for all I know.
No, she says, "Yeah, he's still here. He's probably in his office."
Oh, may we speak with him, please?
Fine. And she goes about getting you your passes.
All right. Um. Okay, so yeah, when we get the passes, we'll take the directions to his office. Yeah.
You come down, and of course, this is pretty, early in the day. It's not really any classes banging yet. Now you come to his office, and you see in there, there's a older guy. He's in his 50s, maybe 40s,
Mm-hmm.
and as you're looking at him, he's quite spry and young looking for that, but he does look like a 40-year-old. And
What
Kitty,
color is his hair, by the way?
white.
Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, yeah.
How about his beard? Does he have a beard?
No.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Never. Okay. Whatever. We'll just keep
Kitty
going.
Kitty brings it up, and because she's with you, right? And she shows you on her little tablet. Um, Dr. Tillman is 79 years old.
Uh-huh. Okay. Cool. Well, I'll have Kitty find out whatever information she can on Dr. Tillman.
She's already on it.
Yeah.
So what are you gonna do?
Okay. Well, I guess I'm going to. I mean, I'm here. I might as well speak with him. So. Yeah.
Asking me to become a member of the occult that only affects females.
Right. No.
Are
I
you
will
in
be-
it for the lust?
I will be keeping an eye on him for deception. I do have that psychiatry skill, which should apply to this. Okay.
Yeah, that
Being
would,
able to
that would
read
definitely
someone.
apply. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Cool.
In this situation, it absolutely applies. There are three students, probably grad students, in the room. He's kind of reading a book, and they're setting up for the day. You're standing outside the door. The door is open. You see what's going on inside the room. What do you want to do?
Okay. I'll go in and I'll let him know who I am. You know, I'm
course, you have
wearing
your
my
costume
cloaca
on.
outfit. Yeah, so clearly I'm not a normal person, right? But I say oh, greetings, doctor. Mind if I bother you with some questions?
Oh, certainly not. I'd be very, very proud to be able to help Omnicore. I've actually met a couple of your founders.
Oh, well,
Yes,
that's
it was at a
quite
bruncheon
impressive.
about 30 years ago.
Hmm. Oh, that's a mental note. Yeah, okay. So I go, well, I did want to ask you about your the organ donations you get to the university.
Give me a roll.
Okay.
It's under wisdom, right? Good, or empathy. Sorry, empathy.
It's gonna be unearthly
you
because
get
I
the-
have.
Oh, you got skill.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, no problem.
Yep. So I'm gonna roll that. Oh well. Damn. I got it. 93.
That's a red for sure. It is subtle. He's an older man, and he does have control of himself. But that hit a nerve. He's instantly suspicious now, although he is hiding it well. The other members of your team probably don't even notice it.
Well, yeah. Okay. I ask him. Do you remember? I'm sure you've been doing this for quite some time. What can you tell me about your the events or anything that might have occurred during 2013 regarding organ donations?
He's like, "Oh, I wouldn't know. I'd have to look it up, but I'm sure it was just a normal year."
Oh well, it's kind of odd because see, we just looked up the information and it showed that there was no organs brought in that year. There were organs the years before and after, and it's a rather
Well, they're not
common
organs.
occurrence.
Just to correct you, it's cadavers.
Oh, cadavers. I'm sorry. Yeah, because you said organ donation. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Ifs.
Yeah, right. There were bodies brought in the years before and after, but for some reason it's showing that there were no bodies brought in 2013.
Oh, I'm sure it's just a glitch. You know how incompetent these interns are, grad students. He does like that, and the ones in the room kind of perk their ears up as he says so.
Does this do you? I mean, I'm sure you have notes. Do you not about with regarding past cadavers and things you've worked on?
Not to interrupt you, but what is this all about? What is it Omnicore be interested in the university anatomy classes? I mean, honestly.
Well, see, we have we have a bit of an investigation regarding the people who were donated to the university. We think there might have been some sort of a pattern from beforehand, and we're just trying to figure out maybe some sort of connection. You know.
Yeah, well, I'm very, very busy. Honestly, any of those kind of administrative things, you would have to speak to the dean
Hmm. I see.
or his office. Yeah.
Okay. Well, there are paper records, I would assume, from back then.
Like I said, I'm very, very busy. As he stands up and he grabs his briefcase and his jacket, which he folds over his arm,
Mhm.
and he's like, "Really, this is an administration issue. You should go speak to administration. Really, really, really." He talks to the other three in the room. He says, "Make sure everything's prepared. I'll see you in class." And he starts walking out of the room.
I stand in
Okay.
front of the door where he
No,
can't
no, no,
leave.
no. That's you. No, he's fine.
Oh, so do you
Fine.
move? So you
Yeah,
move.
Yeah,
move.
we'll move. But I basically when he's kind of out of earshot, but I can still kind of see him like, I'm gonna follow him. You should go check those records. I'll let you know if there's an issue, but I'll keep my distance. I'm not gonna get into a fight, but I want to see where he's going. Maybe if he's gonna try and get rid of something.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So, lady, you and Kitty will go to the administration's office. And
Hmm.
there is, of course, it's on a different part of the campus, but you guys can walk over there pretty easily. I mean, it is a big place though, but you can get there pretty easily. And you go into administrations and you talk to another, student that is running a desk. And what do you say?
Uh, we need to speak to the dean.
Oh, he's not here today.
He's not here.
Ask them about paper records and flash your badge.
Flash my bag and said we need to see some records about the.
She says, "Okay,
Sorry.
what?" And she's on the computer.
She tells you, gives the dates,
Kitty
the
tugs your
year.
shirt and says,
Yeah.
"We need paper records."
We need paper records, not on computer.
Oh my God. Ah,
Yes, you have to go to the filing cabinet or a box.
Oh,
oh, no problem. Okay, boomer. Right.
In
But
fact, I go with her.
but she has to do it. I mean, I mean, technically, I guess they could get lawyers involved, but in the normal situation, there's nothing up, so she's just going to do her job. So she takes you downstairs, and she just said, "Okay, like when, where, what, who, God."
It was it a Pacific month
It
or
cadavers for just look up
cadavers
the
for
year
the
of
2000?
2013
Yeah, 2013 cadavers.
of that were donated to the university.
when she
Yeah.
said God, it's like, yeah, we're actually trying to find one. Can you help?
Yeah, I kind of let her know that there's some dead people walking around.
What? Wait, what? What?
Wait,
I
what?
don't. I said it
What?
to her after we go down in the basement. That's what I
What?
said to her.
Why though?
She's like, "What? Did people what?" And she immediately runs
Mm.
upstairs.
I start going through the filing cabinet. Sure, showed me where it was at.
This is not a filing cabinet. This is a file room. It is
Yes.
huge. This is a
I'm going to.
major American university
Yeah, telling
that's been
Kitty
up
she
for almost
ran.
200 years.
I tell Kitty she ran, and I start looking through the filing cabinets trying to find a date.
Oh my God.
You always make things more difficult, lady. It's
The
amazing.
pain in his
Um,
voice.
I always
That's
overstepped on a. Always overstep.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was like literally 3 seconds away from giving you the information you needed. But luckily you have Kitty here, and this is kind of what she does. So she Dewey Decimals the thing, and she figures out where you need to look. And you guys come over to a stack, and you find it's literally a shelf, and you have a box of files for 2011, 2012, 2014, 2015.
Fuck. It's gone.
No 2013 at all.
Start looking at the back of the cabinet, the same drawer.
It's not a cabinet. It's shelves
Mm,
and they're
yeah,
boxes.
they're just
Shelves. Okay,
boxes.
shelves.
And you guys are looking around to see if you can find if they've been hidden or something like that. Okay.
Yeah.
GOP. You follow him,
Yeah,
and as soon as he gets out and I'm assuming you're following like you're
yeah. I'm
being
I'm
stealth.
stealthing.
Yeah,
You want
you're
me to
stealthing.
roll, or am I good?
Yeah, give me the almighty Cloaken stealth roll, please.
Yeah, my grace roll, so that's under amazing, and I don't think I add anything else to that, so yeah. Amazing. Let me roll. 79.
Very
So
nice.
that's a
Okay.
yellow.
Yeah, no, this is literally just a university professor. I think you can out stealth him. Pretty sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
Rolls a 1.
As he leaves the medical building, he's walking normally. But as he gets outside into the quad, he's hustling now. He's like run walking, right?
Mm-hmm.
And of course, you can go aerial as well. And you're following
Yeah.
behind him stealthily, and you're kind of seeing what he does. And he heads straight over across the auditorium to the other side, and you see a row of sorority houses. Now, like I said, University of Rhode Island is a Greek college, and I meant literally it has the Greek system. So there are fraternities and sororities. I was a member of one. But
Mm-hmm.
nevertheless, there's a row of sorority houses here because the anatomy building is on the back end of the university. But and he just runs into one. Now, did your character go to the universities?
No, my character went to prison.
Oh, fair. So that's a good answer. So therefore that means nothing to you. He runs into a sorority house. We'll say it's a
Yep.
Beta Kappa Gamma.
I'm letting my party, by the way, know what's going on. So.
Yeah, Kitty, of course, is doing her thing, and Kitty is grumbling, and you can hear it, and of course, Lady can hear it too, and scaring off people, being a bit more difficult.
Right. Well, I mean, I guess they wouldn't have found anything anyways, but still,
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, yeah, I let them know. So, I'm assuming they've shared with me that they haven't found anything.
Yes.
Okay. So,
Well,
all right.
actually, you're ahead of them, so they haven't found that out yet.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
In timeline.
Yeah, because it would have been a lot quicker. So I see him go in. I I'm gonna surveil the place from the outside.
Mhm.
Just because. Oh, and by the way, when he goes to the door, is he greeted by someone,
No,
or does he just
he just
walk in?
kind of shuffles in.
Okay. I'm gonna just try and sneakily try and peek in windows and stuff. And are there perhaps a number of girls with white hair at this?
Now we know why he went to prison.
Yeah. Right.
Fair
Oh,
enough.
sorry, officer. I was bird watching.
Yeah. Yeah, Australian birds.
Right.
But you do
Took it
catch
to a place
glimpse of a
down
couple
under.
of girls moving about, getting ready for the day because it's getting on like 9 o'clock or 9:30 or something. So classes are going to start soon, or some already have. And you do notice that every girl you see, and we'll say there's 7 of them, just kind of moving here or there, have white hair.
Hmm. Uh.
Well, great.
Okay. Well, I mean, we've got. I'm assuming in my mental thing or in my my little camera thing we're recording all the information so we can find maybe information on these people. But I mean, obviously we know what's going on. Have I seen him anywhere?
No,
Okay. There's no views of the first floor or anything like that.
no, not that you see him in. No.
Okay, I wish we had only if only we had someone who could just teleport.
Mm,
That would make things
it would be
easier.
easy. That would be.
Yeah,
Hmm.
but I can't.
Of course, you do have a fairly stealthy individual in the party who's also
I'm
female.
Kitty.
well, I'm probably more stealthy than Kitty is, but
I
I'm
doubt
But if she
bigger.
that.
gets caught, she's not going to prison.
Right? Well, okay. I mean, if Kitty wants to go in, that's fine. I mean, we have her on comms, so if anything goes wrong, we can get her. But
Yeah,
yeah, if she
I
wants to,
doubt you are better at this than she is.
well, if
The
it goes
GM's
off of
gonna
our grace number,
the GM will make her better than you.
Well, no,
Take
yeah,
your
that's
bet.
on
true.
her sheet right here. And
Like,
first she has luck, so the highest number always goes first. She
oh,
has speed applied. She also has her security skills, which add to that. And she also has acrobatics. Let's see here. So, yeah, she's maxed at it like a unearthly dude.
oh, okay. Well, then never mind. I've just got amazing. So, just good, but it's not unearthly. So, all
Well, it's
right,
like I mean, she's mainly a mental person, but her best physical skill would be stealthy things. She's a
that
cat.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Well, if she wants to go in, we'll be her backup outside if anything happens.
Okay. As you're relaying the information, they found out that there's nothing there. Kitty says, "Well, I haven't done that in a while, but I'll try."
Don't
In a
worry, we'll
much
have your back.
cuter little girl voice than mine.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay. Eventually, she and the Blue Titan make their way over to there. You hovering in the air above a sorority house has gained the attention
Alerted.
of
Mhm.
security. Security person does walk over, and he's a portly man in his 30s, and he's sauntering in a quite a smug way, you would say,
Mm-hmm.
uh, until he sees your badge. Then he turns around and goes back to his his golf cart.
I give him a little, friendly nod, and that's that.
That's that. Kitty shows up and she's going to make her attempt to get in.
Which the door wasn't locked, so.
Well, Kitty's going to do it Kitty's way. Okay.
Oh yeah, good point.
Don't try to label her. All right. Not a great roll, but she is rolling in a
Oof.
very high situation. So yeah, it's the green. So she goes up the side of the building and gets up to the top, and you see her literally uh, just kind of disappear down the chimney.
Hmm.
You didn't know she could fit into such tight spaces, but she
It's
She's
does.
an elf.
Santa Claus.
She's an elf.
Well, she is little, but she also has those kind of that kind of ability. Nevertheless, she is inside, and she's of course communicating and showing visuals for those who have the ability to see, which Cloaca certainly does. You have the heads up display, right?
Yeah, I think we got all that stuff upgraded in the past, so yeah.
So she sneaks around. She's very good at it. Of course, these girls are not necessarily the most aware human beings because they are going about their thing. She gets downstairs. She sees this girls changing. They're just normal college girls, it seems. They're all very young. They just all have white hair, every single one of them, as she passes by, and you see them in the camera. She does see most of them, getting cereal and chatting and just being college girls. She does see two of them, however, head over to the stairwell, and of course, underneath the stairwell, there's another stairwell going down into the basement. It's New England. There's always a basement, right?
Hmm.
And Kitty decides it's a good thing to follow them, and she kind of creeps quietly down the stairs, as she does very well. And she get down in the basement, and the basement is kind of a normal New England basement, but one of the walls is gone and it's been braced up by wood, and there's a tunnel, and those girls head down the tunnel. Kitty follows them, and she comes into a series of cells or quarters, rooms, and it looks very similar to what you saw when you either whether you were in it or you saw in the video when you were in the headquarters down underneath. Matter of fact, there's a small shrine and temple here as well.
Hmm.
Kitty's like,
Okay.
what do I do now?
Well, I mean, if you want to keep looking, you can. Uh, like I said, we'll have your back. If anything happens, we'll be down there in an instant. So.
Okay, so she's gonna make another roll here. More serious, and she gets it. Okay, good, no problem. All right, so that's all I need to do with that. Let me bring it back over here. So we're on Kitty now. Kitty is being extra stealthy and creeping about, and those two girls actually pass by her going back up the stairs. They do have boxes in their hands, but she sees in a little, kind of like an antechamber off of this small temple, right? Which is kind of almost the size of like a slightly sizable living room. It's not big, right? It's more of a shrine, really. There's a little
Mhm.
antechamber room off to the side, and she sees Professor Tillman, and he's on the phone having a conversation, and he at the same time he's talking to someone sitting down that she can't see.
Guessing this person also has white hair.
She can't see them.
Oh, well, I didn't know if she could just see like a little bit of them from behind or something.
No,
But okay,
he's
fair enough.
literally on the phone and also talking down to someone. So
Okay, and those boxes that the girls had, were they filing boxes, like the sort of boxes that you put files in?
no, they seem
Or
more
was
like crypt boxes.
okay. Um. Well, I mean, if is Kitty close enough to where she can pick up the conversation on her equipment,
She can.
like on and okay. Well, I tell Kitty to listen in.
All right, and you all listen in. Of course, she comes in and toward the end of a conversation, really. But this is what he's saying to the person on the phone. He's like, "Yeah, but you told me there wouldn't be any problem with it. I don't know what's going on. I did everything you told me to. And what did I get out of it? Huh? What did I get out of it?" And then the lady sitting down speaks, but it's too soft to hear. And he's like, well, no, hold on a second. As he's talking to her, and that person on the phone clearly is threatening him. He's like, wait. I didn't mean that.
Mhm. Okay. Do we see anything else in this area? Any rooms that seem like they're being accessed currently? Off to the side. I mean, because we're trying. Hopefully, he hid the files here. But if he didn't hide the files here, then we'll get whatever information we can. But I'm just trying to see if there's maybe something down here where.
There's not many rooms. This is a very small little dig out that they did. Um,
Yeah.
there are only 4 rooms. Other than, and this is actually this, shrine slash temple thing is actually kind of part of the main, center room. So she goes about trying to look in the other ones. Um, 2 of them are just like you saw, and they have grates over the like a little a barred window, and in those she sees one is empty, but clearly something extremely grisly had taken place here. The other one has a looks like an undergrad boy, butt naked and missing several patches of flesh. She kind of sneaks across the room and quickly gets under the table as he walks out, being followed by a woman. She can't see the face though. She only sees their legs as they go by. She waits, and then she comes out from the other side of the table, and she goes and looks in one. And this one has no way to view, but she kind of slowly opens it, and it's not locked. And inside here is, I don't know, like an SNS room, S&M room with those kind of things, as you know, and so nothing there. She looks
So
in
they
the
got a
other.
boy down there locked up.
They do. And
Oh,
the last room, she goes, and this one is locked, but
You can unlock it.
she can maybe
mm-hmm.
unlock it. So let's see here. Let's give her a roll.
Oof.
Ooh, nope. She said it's
He
one of the
can
old
unlock
ones.
it.
I can't deal with the old ones.
That's fair enough. But well, I guess we have cause, but we should we should let Kitty get out of there first because we don't want to put her in more danger than she already is in. And because I mean, we found someone. There's someone clearly in distress, so we have reason to go in now. So
You do. You
yeah,
have cause. Now keep in
yes.
mind, you guys are a type of police, right?
That's exactly right. That's what I was waiting for. Something to go on so we can go in and raid the place. Okay, cool. Well, I'm going to first make sure that Kitty can get out.
And she does quite easily, because all the
Okay.
girls are leaving for classes.
Mhm.
And you see them all kind of filing out, and Kitty actually just uses the front door this time. Oh, the doctor
Okay,
walks
fair
past
enough.
you, by the way.
He does pass us?
He does. Well, you guys are off to the side. You're being stealthy, lady. You're not
Yes,
talking to
I know.
people. You're not threatening them.
As
Right.
after most of the girls leave, so it's not as crowded in here. We're going to go up. I'm going to with lady. I'm going to
Wait,
confront.
wait.
Huh?
Notify campus security.
No.
As
No.
No.
You have
Why
no.
would
No?
we
You guys
notify
are
them?
Omnicore. You have no reason to
Yeah.
do that whatsoever. What you do
Yep.
need to do
Okay.
is notify the chapter house.
Like, well, I mean, yes, we're going to we're going to announce ourselves, obviously, when we
No,
go
you
in.
need if you're going to make entry, you need to call chapter house and tell them what you're doing, dude. Clearly.
Oh, okay. Well,
Procedure.
okay. Well, I didn't know the procedure well, personally didn't know the procedure in that particular thing, but that's fine.
Yeah.
We can contact make our contacts and make sure to contact HQ, let them know what's going on and that we're
Right.
going to
Just the dispatcher, yeah. Now, lady, you
yeah.
can call campus security if you'd like, though.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
But on the campus website, there should be something about if somebody's missing, right? Some student missing.
That might be something for Kitty to look up later, but we clearly saw somebody being down there tortured and,
Yeah.
caged up. So that's plenty for us. So yeah, we do our due diligence, all that sort of stuff. Is there any issues? Can we go in?
Oh no, of course you can go in. You just need to do it. Yo-Yo Mama does come on the headset though,
Mm-hmm.
and she said she's sending a response team.
All right. So we don't have permission to go in?
Oh, you do, but she's just
Okay.
sending a team down. She knows
All
what's
right.
going on. You guys have given her information finally.
Okay. Does she want us to wait or just to go in?
Nope, you can go in.
Okay, we're going in. We make sure to get the professor and
He's already
The
passed.
professor already left us.
He's in the quad, dude, walking down the quad.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I mean, obviously he was one of the people we were gonna get, so I'm gonna get him, and then, yeah, lady, like I'm gonna arrest him, and then you guys go in there because he's clearly an accomplice. He was down there with them, so I'm gonna arrest him. You guys,
So you go after and get the doctor, okay?
Yep, I'm getting the doctor.
All right. So we'll deal with Lady and Kitty first. You guys go in, and Kitty is leading you down to where she saw the boy, Lady.
Okay.
And as you're Kitty's being stealthy. You don't even know what that word means.
Of course not.
Yeah, of course. Well, I mean, you might. I'm joking. Let me see your character. Let's see here. Your Paragon. Yeah, no, you don't have any skills geared toward
What's
that.
your grace?
It's
I don't even.
excellent. It's pretty good. Yeah. Means you could try to be stealthy. It doesn't matter. Because as you get down into the room, Kitty kind of moves her hand at you to kind of be quiet and get down. And she kind of points, and you see sitting with you have like a side view of her sitting at that table that Kitty had hid underneath,
Mm-hmm.
and she's sitting there eating a sandwich maybe. But you've seen her before. You recognize her immediately.
As
Ragnarok.
All right.
we don't happen to have those handcuffs that blocks people's powers, do we?
No,
I
you don't.
doubt it.
No.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
You do have a knuckle sandwich.
So yeah, you might want to have the response team be there. Although she's probably just going to teleport away, honestly. But
She is a teleporter, but she is a banger.
she is. So if you guys want to wait for the response team, at least wait for me to get back after I arrest the guy.
Yeah, so you can do whatever you want, lady. Kitty seems to have no interest in tangling with this one again. But then
Yeah.
again, this is your MO. Because you and she,
Yeah.
she can teleport, you can't. But you guys are similarly powered, right?
And as soon as the team gets here, she's gonna be aware of it, get him and go. So I'm gonna surprise her.
Okay.
Try to knock her out.
Alrighty. So let's see here.
Using
So let me see if she is surprised. First of all,
I'd be surprised if a giant blue woman attacked me.
well, I mean, she's not anticipating anything, so it could be a surprise. It's a 43. Yeah, you don't really have stealth, so she does kind of see you out of the corner of her eye and reacts. So give me a initiative, please.
okay.
Kitty should probably
Where's
be
that?
unlocking the cage and helping the kid out. But
Kitty probably will. Yeah, that's true. I rolled super low. Oh, you rolled. You didn't add your pluses. You gotta add your speed to it, lady.
Oh, speed is
Yes, speed.
I'm looking. Speed, which is flight. Nope.
no, speed is just speed.
Speed is speed.
I'm looking for it.
That's okay. I'll find it.
Oh,
What's your mind
14.
and
14.
okay?
Okay. So therefore, that roll is a 17. I
17.
rolled super low. What did I roll? A 1?
1.
You rolled a 1.
Yeah, I literally rolled a 1. Alrighty then. Well, that's that. We have initiative. So you have the initiative. Go ahead. She's still seated. She's looking at you now, though.
Payback time.
Punch your lights out.
Oof.
Okay.
You want to spend some karma with that?
Not for sure if I got that much karma left. I
Sure.
got 120 something left.
Well, that's
Well,
that's quite a bit.
Because what's your? I mean, I'm assuming your strength is or your fitness would be pretty high,
Yeah,
or tactics. Sorry, your tactics, not fitness.
Fatness 26 are remarkable.
So under remarkable.
Doesn't even get a hit in.
Yeah. So what is? Let's see. Remarkable. So 27 under remarkable, and you
Probably
need.
have to get a red. So that's 98.
Well, why? Well, not necessarily. You just need to hit her.
Okay.
So just spend the difference, and then you'll have a green. You don't have to get a red or anything.
Yeah.
You're just trying to hit her.
Lady.
That was the 14. That was the 14. Okay. Yeah. Spin the karma to hit her.
Hit her very
Okay,
hard.
what are your
Yeah.
tactics?
I'm
Remarkable.
going.
That's why.
Remarkable.
Yeah.
Do you have any pluses like a martial art B or something like that?
Yes, martial art B.
Oh,
Okay,
okay. Well, then you're higher than
you're
that.
incredible. All
Yeah.
right,
Well,
so you
how many
can make.
points?
Well, let me finish. You can make 2 attacks around. The first one hit. Take another swing, lady.
Hang on. Clear the area. Clear the screen.
You don't have to just roll it. Just click on your
I
dice and roll them again.
know.
Mm-hmm. Also,
That's
39.
that's a green anyway.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we got 2 standard hits. What is your damage? What is your
Which
strength?
is
Your muscle?
64.
No. It's 64. Okay.
Yeah.
What's the rank? So
Monstrous. Monstrous.
monstrous. So monstrous and monstrous do equal unearthly. So Jesus, such a hammer.
Smasher.
That's 100 points of damage on her.
Smashing.
You can't one round this lady. She's a banger too, but she ain't liking that. You just cut her in half. Um, but unfortunately you didn't score any stuns or slams or anything like that. You just got hits. But the table breaks just from the shock wave of your punches. And dust is filling the room because of the power of it, and you clock her twice. She stands up to it though, but she is bleeding out of her nose and mouth now, and she takes a swing at you as she stands up, and she's going to try to yeah, no, she's going to try to uppercut it. So I have 30, so that would be 70. All right, okay, that's just for my head. And she's going to try to take a swing back at you. Whew.
Oof. Dang.
All right, so let me
That's
see.
brutal.
Can't
I'm
fight.
assuming that's a
Can't
red.
fight. Can't fight.
Yeah,
With
it
her
might be. It might be.
Well, with her tactic, or yeah, with her tactics.
Yeah, no, it's but it's a monstrous roll. That's true. Um, yep. Uh, no, I don't think it is. No, it is. It's just. Oh my God. 86 is what she needs for a red. So that's a red.
Oof.
And
All
let me
right.
roll again.
What was the damage?
I'm going to get
Well,
to it.
no, he's not doing that yet. Oof.
Miss, so done. I do get one hit on you. It's 50 points of damage worth of hit, by the way. I know you have some armor. What is your armor?
46.
So you
Wow.
take 4 points of armor damage. However, you need to make first a stun and then a slam roll. GOP, can you manage that? My water is boiling.
Yep, I gotcha. Stun roll is 36, and the slam roll is 68.
Under what column, though?
I don't know. I'm waiting for him to get back. Okie dokie. So this is turning out interesting. I had hoped, waited, but that's okay. You're doing all right. If as long as he doesn't hit you too hard with this,
I
Yeah.
don't think she can.
or she does. Yeah, she hit you too hard. Well, no, because I mean stuns and slams are different though. She
Yeah.
could knock her out, or at least stun her. Now, for the stun roll, it was only a 36, so maybe. But the slam is a 68, so I'm gonna assume that probably gets you, but I
So
could be
that's
wrong.
my endurance then, based on my endurance?
I
Or
don't
her
recall. We'll see when Chester gets back from his boiling water.
You know,
But-
he didn't take a break tonight, and it's almost 10.
Well, he just did to get his water.
Okay.
Yeah,
He said his
So-
water's already boiling, though.
yeah. He's getting his boiling water. So
Indeed.
yeah, one may or may not have got you, and then one definitely hit you. So
It was the
So
uppercut.
yeah.
Ow, right in the kisser.
Although the uppercut kind of like, is it a called shot? Because I mean, I feel like called shots you need to hit like a bullseye thing, but I could be wrong.
I don't know.
Like you have to drop your columns or
Sure.
something.
I think
But
it's more one of those.
flavor things. It doesn't
It's
actually make.
it's like, did you get the stun? Then it was an uppercut.
Yeah. Yeah.
Boom!
If nothing else, maybe I can end up walking out of here with a hair follicle of her, therefore we can identify her.
Well, I mean, we already know who she is.
No, we don't.
She's not going to be like one of those people. Then again, you know what? You might be right. I mean, because
She
she
might
could
be
have
an
been.
undead or not. Yeah.
But then again, how are we going to ID her?
Well,
We'd have to have
remember
something to
what-
compare it to.
Well, I know she's undead because I haven't seen this power used since Hella animated them people back in the Hella.
No, I get it. Yeah, I'm just saying, like, if she was someone different beforehand. Hey, welcome back, Chester. So for the stun, I
Chester's
rolled
back?
36. I just heard him. Are you
Oh,
back,
yeah, I'm
Chester?
here. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Okay. For the stun, I rolled 36, and for the slam, I rolled 68.
All right. Well, these are for Lady to roll.
Oh, I thought you told me to roll.
Well, I meant to manage it, meaning to help her understand what she needs to roll.
My bad. Okay, my bad. I thought you wanted me to roll something.
No,
All right,
problem.
lady, you roll. 31.
And what is your in your stamina, your endurance, lady?
What is
I'm
your
looking.
fitness? Fitness score.
Okay, fitness
Yeah,
is
fitness.
excellent.
Excellent. All right, so excellent would be here. That's a 31. I think that's
It's just white.
absolutely a white. So roll a 10-sider, please.
Yep.
Lady? Yeah, thank you. Okay, 8. And then make a slam roll, please. Just roll your fitness again. Okay, it's a little bit
53.
better.
You know, I would have recommended two ladies spending some karma on the stun,
It's
but
much cooler, but this way.
yeah, it's just gonna get. She's gonna get teleported away too, and it's just gonna be me and Kitty.
Oh no, that's not what I'm doing. No.
Yeah.
All right.
I know. I'm just.
You
It'd be funny.
hauled on her. Now she doesn't do much damage to you. Now this lady, well, I'm not going to tell you what she can do, but anyway, she only does like 4 points of damage to you, right? She doesn't do a lot of damage. She doesn't even cause any bleeding or a bruise. But she just hits you so clean with that one shot that she just knocks you out clean. 8 rounds, you're out, right? But
I'm on the floor. Poof.
no, you're not.
She
You're
sweet
through
chined you.
the air. She slams you an area, and you guys now. I'm going to get to you in a minute, GOP. But you hear this big crack behind you, and this shattering of wood and stuff. Kitty hears it but doesn't see it, and no one else is there. So yeah, there's a big noise behind you, GOP. And Kitty hears something, of course, as well. Your character, lady, you don't know this, but you've just been knocked through this building, and you flop out on the ground outside the building. So
Okay.
she literally knocks you through the first, second floor and you fall. Not that far, maybe about 30 feet outside of the building. But you're
Okay.
out cold.
All right.
Cool. Well, I guess I'm not gonna go and try and arrest the guy. I'm gonna turn around because we didn't wait. So going back because I have
When
to.
did you ever
Now.
wait?
She's knocked out, or she got hit that hard. I would assume, if she got knocked out of the building, then
Well,
yeah,
you do have
I'm
columns. You probably saw Ragnarok just like they did.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm not gonna go after the guy.
Okay.
I was gonna swoop down and arrest him, but I'm not gonna do that now. So yeah, I'm flying back to the place to rescue my teammate.
All right. So you turn around, you come back, and of course everybody hears this. That's anywhere near this building, and As you're turning, you do see the doctor look back and see you, and he picks up his pace. You head
Mhm.
back over, and you see Blue Titan. She doesn't seem so bad for wear, but she's out, dude. She's KO, right?
Is
Um,
there like an assist move or something to try and get people up, or no?
they would be groggy. They have to serve the time.
Okay, I was just
Yeah.
seeing if
So
there
you
was
could
like an
kind of
assist
slap
kind
her and
of.
get her
Good. I get to
awake,
sleep.
but yeah, she has to serve the time. 8 rounds. So if there is a fight to be had, she's not going to be involved with it. Yeah.
Good point. Okay. Where is Kitty within? Kitty went off to go save the kid or
Well,
save
you have
save
a
the guy.
much bigger problem to deal with, dude.
I
Uh,
know. I just want to make sure that
Rising
she's.
out of you see Kitty and you see her comes up and she's like, "What was that?" And the boy is in front of her. She's in the room with the boy. But rising out of the hole that Blue Titan just made is Ragnarok. She doesn't seem to be interested in running anymore.
Okay. I'm going to blast her. So my acid attacks count as energy, right?
Yep, of course. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. And I did upgrade them more recently,
Yeah,
so
that is a
they
complaint.
are.
That is a complaint that some people had with the game that they didn't have more categories. But I don't. I think it
Mhm.
makes it quicker.
All right.
Physical
So
energy. Done.
my corrosive missile is remarkable. So how much range can I keep between me and her? With not that it really matters because she can just teleport, but still,
She
like.
and I. You guys are. Yeah, my God. I'm an English teacher. Please. Don't give me migraines.
Explained before.
Well, we all have to do our part,
That's fair.
Chester.
That is fair.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, what is your? I'm sure I gave you a range. What is
Well,
your power
for
rank? What is your?
remarkable, yeah,
That's okay. Just
it's
I have
remarkable
it
on
right here.
corrosive.
I just
Yeah.
envision GOP as a Starship Troopers guy. I'm doing my part just to
Yeah.
annoy the tester.
Okay. So, what is your power rank for your what is your
It
power rank?
is remarkable.
Remarkable. Okay. So you have 8 area range, and you're about I'd say you're an adjacent area from her. So you're in essence an area away from her. Areas are
So
large.
can I attempt to do like sneak attacks or no? Because I mean,
Oh no, dude. She's in combat mode as you are. So you need to
okay.
make an initiative roll.
All right, fair enough.
Okay. So just roll your 10-sider.
Okie
Luckily for
dokie.
you, she's
Oh wait.
not particularly speedy.
All right, so roll my d10 plus my
I got a
initiative.
12.
17 for him. Oh no, I'm sorry.
It's rolling. It says rolling, but it's just stuck on the screen.
There it is. 24. You win. Go.
All right, I'm keeping my distance, which once again doesn't matter. But either way, I'm gonna start blasting her. So
Be right back.
I go out. I forget. So when I'm blasting a range, it goes off my grace, right?
Yep.
Or does it go off of my tactics?
No, it goes off of
Okay.
Grace. Grace is for
Okay.
ranged attack. Tactics are for melee.
All right. So that's
And
under
whatever
amazing.
pluses columns you get, whatever applies, right?
Mm-hmm. So amazing, remarkable, then good, right? So I get 3 attacks.
Potentially, yeah.
Okay, potentially, yeah. I'm just making sure.
Yeah, no,
All right,
that's the way it
so
works. That's max though, unless you have hyperspeed or some special
I'm
power. You
gonna
can't have more.
add to that because that's amazing. So it's only that's only 13. So I need to get 31. Oh no, I'm sorry, 25 or 26. Yes, sorry, my brain wasn't working. So I need to spend 13 karma. So I'm gonna spend that.
Sure. Remember, you do have spirit, and that is kind of regeneratable.
Yeah, I know. I just wasn't really expecting to spend my spirit on my amazing roll, but
Fair enough. No, that's fair. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You know what? I'll spend spirit on my incredible roll though. So.
Well, remarkable.
Yes.
It goes down 2, right?
Monstrous.
Oh, you're.
Oh no, I was
sorry. So you're at monster.
No, it was amazing. My bad. So you are right. Remarkable. I'm brain farting. So amazing, remarkable. Yes, you are correct. So I'm gonna roll this. Where's my other die? Here we go. And I'm gonna spend spirit.
Okay.
So 59 is gonna get me under remarkable. Oh, they're covered up,
Yeah.
and it won't go away.
Yeah. I
There
can
we
get
go.
rid of it. Yeah.
So let's
So
see.
unremarkable 53 was it?
59.
59 is a green. If you wanted to pump that to a yellow, you would need to spend 12 points.
Well, I kind of have to because I said I was using it. So
You have to spend 10 anyway. It's an
yeah.
automatic use. So
So
why not
12
two more,
points.
right? I mean, why not?
Yeah.
So, yeah, you spend
All
12,
right.
and that's a yellow, and then you get your third under good.
Okay, and I will spend spirit on this one too, because why not? I'm trying to knock her out,
Yeah.
or trying to do some decent damage to her. So.
Hmm. Nice.
Oh,
Nice.
yes.
So that rounds that to 100. Now, this is the first time we've had this situation with damage. Okay, so I'm going to show you how this works. Now, first of all, we do the standard damage, and there's a stun and a kill involved here, I think, right? No, a bullseye, um, and the kill. So we're going to say you got the bullseye, and you followed that with the kill shot behind it. So there's several things I need to do here. First of all, what is the damage? So I'm sure it's beyond her body armor, but what is your power rank for your damage?
So my corrosive missile
Yeah.
is remarkable.
So remarkable. So remarkable and incredible equals remarkable equals incredible. Remarkable and incredible equals amazing. So it's 50 points of damage, which is 20 above. So she's taking 20 damage automatically. However, you get to make another roll. And if you get a red, which people often spend karma to do so, it will double your damage.
All right. So this
You
is
don't.
my yellow one, right?
No, this is the red roll. It's
Okay, because
only
I got a
because
yellow and a red.
yeah,
Yeah.
but it's only because you got 100, right?
Okay.
Well,
Or
I
99.
do it 98 to 100, right? Is how I do
All
this
right.
roll.
Fair enough.
But it's only applies to damage. So, but you can double it, but you have to roll another red. This roll doesn't mean anything. It's just an opportunity for crit damage, is what it is.
Well, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna spend karma, or not karma, spirit again, because I still have, how much do I have left? 32. So, all right, here we go. Here we go.
Wait, you can count? When did you learn to count?
Yesterday I practiced really hard.
Good. It's good.
Okay, here we go. It's gonna be like a 1. 37, and then I'm gonna add my karma to that, so that's 32. So that's 69. And from 69, how much more do I need to get a red?
69 under amazing.
Uh,
It's an amazing roll. It goes from the top roll. That's part of the benefit.
okay.
Let me bring this up because I have to do a kill roll anyway. So let me bring up the bigger sheet so I can see it clearer. Oh, where is that thing? There it is. Let me go ahead and bring it up so we can see it here. What was your roll again? What was the total?
69.
69.
With
You need a red under amazing, so you need a 91. So that would require a 23 points of spirit.
okie dokie.
All right. So you get your red that then doubles it. So you did 50 points of damage and it becomes 100 points of damage. She soaks 30 of it, so 70. So she only has 30 health left, right? Because her body
Mm-hmm.
armor doesn't double play. That's 100 points of damage on her, so she only soaks 30. So that's why I advised you to use your karma.
With the
'Cause
energy, yeah.
you just waylay into her, and she's like, ah! She gets hit and burned, and she's not happy. She's pretty pissed. But there is a kill roll that I need to do, so I shall do that. Although she is beefy, let's see how that goes. So, I need to make a yellow under this. All right.
Oh my spirit.
Okay. No, I'll make the roll. You can make the roll if you'd like.
No, you can make the roll. I'm gonna Although I probably should, because my rolls are usually much worse than yours.
All right,
All right.
51. So let's see what I got to spend here. So 51 under that. She does burn 10 karma to keep from being, killed.
Mm-hmm.
So she is she is fine. She had the kill result has no effect. However, she is in bad shape. Her clothes are tattered. You can see red marks all over her skin, and she is furious. Furious. And she gonna take it out on you? Maybe. Maybe. We'll see how it goes. So let me bring
Oh, and you
her.
want to know another fun thing about acid?
Yeah.
It lasts for like 3 rounds.
Oh, nice. That'll help you out. That'll help you out. Is that
So
part of the
she's
power?
effectively naked because her clothes were eaten.
She
She
probably
will
already
be.
is.
She will be. So what am I going to do this round? What is she going to do this round? hmm.
Gonna do this round.
You can just patronize her. Not as impressive as I was thinking. Arrgh.
Well, I'm not going to be able to put as much hurting on him. If I just put her in rage, I could do that. But she's not stupid. Um. All right. This is what she's going to do. You notice that she has on her belt there. You can see she has a sash, right? She has not a belt, a sash. But on there's like a brooch, and you see her just take her hand and smash that brooch. And she starts moving way faster than she was, double the speed, actually. And therefore, this is a like a potion type of thing in D&D.
Mhm.
But this lets her to have two actions in a round, two actual
Oof.
actions, right? So she's not going to take them all against you. She could be smart about it. First she's going to use her miasma power, and she's going to use it on the only body nearby, lady. Now, lady, she doesn't have to make a roll at all because you're stunned and out. So she just makes a roll. Lady, your endurance, your fitness reduces by 30. What is your fitness roll?
16.
Six. No, what
Ooh.
is your fitness?
Oh, health is?
No, fitness.
Your fitness / endurance. What is your rating on your fitness?
Yeah, what is the rating?
So it's excellent. She's saying.
Oh,
Excellent,
it's
yeah.
only you
Sorry.
only have you're a paragon. You only have excellent. That's not correct. All right. Well. Oh, well then.
Mm.
Lady, give me a kill roll, please.
Come on, lady. Survive. We don't want you to die.
So it's under excellent. Make a roll, lady.
You
But
jinxed it.
no,
Yeah, you might wanna. I was
she
gonna say
can't,
spend.
dude. She's out. She can't spend karma on the roll.
Oh, she can't spend spirit
She's
either.
stunned. Yeah, she can't do any of that. She just gets a straight roll.
I just make it
It's not.
green.
It's a green. So that's it is a green.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. That's good. It's under excellent. Yeah, it is green.
Oh,
All right, so
just barely.
just barely by 1 point. All right. So, lady, you're gonna have to make a stabilizing roll every round until you do. Okay.
All right.
Or die. All
All
right.
right.
Your fitness is effectively shift 0 right now. It can't. She
All
does
right.
more than that, but she can't go below it.
Mm-hmm.
But you're in bad shape. We're gonna have to we'll have to deal with that. We're gonna have to make another roll, and you're gonna have to make it.
So
You
I'm
get
gonna have to roll over 66, which is
mm,
fitness at 0, in
yeah.
order to
No,
stay
it's
alive.
a real shitty situation. Unfortunately,
Mm.
I
You,
didn't know your fitness was that low.
Yeah.
hey,
Anyway,
GOP.
we'll get back to
Yeah.
you next round. But
Um,
go ahead, Puppet.
you know what could help here is a healer. You happen to know one in another dimension. All you have to do is, pray to her.
Yeah,
I.
that's
Actually,
not
you
gonna
have to
help in
draw
this
blood first.
particular second.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I get your point though. But anyway, I'll get to Lady next round. But so Puffin, not Puffin, GOP, what you see is you've seen her use this in a different way before, but this kind of green mist spills out of her mouth and moves very quickly and encompasses Blue Titan's body. You see Blue Titan's body literally desiccate in front of you,
Oof.
and that
Ooh.
that green mist comes back as a blue energy and enters her body. This all happens like within a second or two, right? And you can see the wounds healing on her. So,
See that anywhere listed in her abilities.
it is her miasma ability, yeah.
Um,
But so she heals up a little bit. Not full health, but she does. What does she have left? She had 30, so she's sitting on 60 right now. She has 60 health now. But she does get, but that will regenerate. But then again, we also have well, it'll be interesting to see how that works out because that lasts for several rounds. But then we also have corrosive damage for several rounds. So we'll see how that works. But anyway, she pumps that up, and then because she did use her one use item, and she uses the second part of her item to her action to come at you, and she just flies right at you, and she's going to take a swing. Okay. Oh, you lucky bastard!
Yes. I'm not dying quite yet.
Merry
Damn,
Christmas to
dude.
GOP.
I only needed like a 26. Jesus. All right.
Yeah.
Fine. She goes flying by you. The wind shears off your unshorn whiskers. How's that?
All right. Well, I will
Misses.
take it.
Top around. Go.
That's a huge
As
hit.
she's flying by me, I'm blasting into her back.
Yeah,
So
no, I
okay,
imagine.
so
Well, first of all, do the corrosive aspect, please.
okay, so the it's gonna be damage the first round -2 column shifts. So it would, instead of being a remarkable, what is 2 steps down because dice won't go away. Remarkable, good. So it's gonna be good damage and then poor damage.
Right, which she won't take any more from it then, because her tough skin is above
Okay.
that. Yeah.
Now, one thing it does say. Now, I don't know if this applies to natural body armor, but it does say corrosive attacks may also affect materials and body armor.
Yeah, no, this isn't. You're right. It's a natural body armor. Her clothing is certainly melting. She's probably not going to be happy about
Okay,
that.
so that's not going to do anything.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
Then
damage isn't going to do anything. Although that was
all
a
right.
big banger hit. But
These
your
are
attack. Go ahead.
designer clothes.
All right. Well, it's good to know in the future. Okay. So first roll at so go amazing, remarkable, and okay. Here we go. Oh, under amazing.
Mm-hmm.
That's 86. So
That's
that is a let's see. Oh wait, that's a red.
yellow.
That is a red under amazing.
All right. Next.
All right. Next is gonna be because I can't clear the dice off this thing for whatever reason.
I can. I'll take care of it. That's a miss.
15. Let me see. So monstrous, amazing, remarkable, and you know what? How much more do I need to get green? Under remarkable, that's 15.
So it needs a 35. So you need 20.
All right, I'm gonna spend the karma. I don't have much left, but I'll spend what I can.
That's
I need
what
to make
it's
these
there
hits.
for. All right.
Yep.
I
All
love
right,
the
and the
choice,
last
though, right?
one.
It is a nice choice. And the last
Good.
under good. Yeah. Roll high. That's not bad.
56, which makes it.
Makes it. So 3 hits. So once again,
One is a
that's
red.
50 points of damage. Her body armor does soak up 30 of it, so she takes another 20. So now she's down to 40 hit points. Right? 40 health. All right.
Mhm.
It's her
Okay.
turn. She gains.
my the red.
Oh yeah, I gotta need to make that roll. Yeah, let me do that. That would be handy if I failed it.
This is the only way I think I'm gonna be able to win this because
Hell.
Oh, she's a
her
banger, dude.
yeah. I mean, I'm by myself against an enemy I'm not really prepared to beat. Yeah, no.
No, she's good.
Okay.
Yep, she stands up to it.
Let me make my
Just,
roll.
no,
I gotta
oh
make my
yes,
roll, right?
you need to make your roll. Go ahead.
Yeah.
It's my turn, so go ahead.
Wait, do the does the remarkable and the ones that stepped down earlier, does that count in the total damage? Would the body armor impact that separately and be used twice, or would it be a collective damage?
It would
Because
be
if it's
collective.
collective,
Died.
Good point. It would be collective.
Looks like I died.
Oh no.
All right. Lady is in cardiac. Um. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Just give
because
me a
I would
second.
assume
Just
it's
give me a
going to be the
second.
same thing. All right.
All right. Yeah. No, you're right. It would be collective. So, what was the tiered down damage?
It'd be good and poor
So good.
mixed
So it's
in.
another 10 points of damage added on. So that puts her at 30 health left. Her kill rolls she does make by 3.
Mm-hmm.
So she's still up. And Lady is flatlined. So that means I need to do something with Kitty. Luckily, Kitty's smart. So
Poor city.
Kitty has came up immediately when she saw what was going on. The boy's still hanging there, unfortunately, but he's been there a while. So, but Lady comes up. Excuse me, Kitty comes up, and she spent 2 rounds. Yeah, okay. She gets here this round, and she's going to try to make a stabilizing roll on you. Come on, Kitty.
Oh no!
No.
The game wants you dead.
The game wants
Wait,
you
is it?
dead.
Ah,
The game
no. You're just gonna come back with the same type of character, but she's gonna be red.
Oh God.
Yeah.
has.
Yeah, there's nothing I can do.
That's all right. I
That's
love
all
my
right.
character, but that's
Yeah.
all right.
That's
This
part
is
of the
this is
game.
an old style game, right?
I
Modern
Yep.
know.
Yeah, but that's part of the fun.
Yeah.
Sometimes you die. If my
Sometimes
character
you die.
dies, don't worry about it. It happens. All
Yeah.
right.
Oh, there. Kitty is sobbing over the dead body of Blue Titan. Damn it, because normally
Rest
Hey.
in
I wouldn't.
peace.
Maybe they'll bring me back from the dead.
Oh, they could, yeah.
I
But
have a question.
you wouldn't want that. Yeah, I'll get
Oh,
once I
never
get.
mind.
But yeah, normally because I just assumed, being a paragon, that you had a high fitness.
I think what the thing was that she has such high body armor that it doesn't matter as much.
Yeah,
She could.
this is not that kind of
Well,
attack. Yeah, it's not a body
Yes, I
attack.
know. Most opponent like this is a rare edge case versus most opponents are
You
gonna
gotta
do
have
damage
some
to
kind
her.
of weakness. You gotta have
Yeah,
some
you
kind
gotta
of
have a
weakness.
weakness.
That's fair.
So.
Go ahead, Puffin.
Can I use my hey lady, you wanna come do I have the power to be like, hey, I need another servant in my mansion thing so that her soul can go there?
You could do something like that. Yeah, we'll do that
Okay,
later.
cool. All right.
All right. Okay. Cool.
No, you could do. That's true. You could do something like that. It depends on where she's supposed to be going. But yeah, we'll get to that later. Anyway, bigger problem because it's my turn.
Mm-hmm. Here we go.
And is this going to be TPK?
It might be. Let's see where it goes.
All right.
Well, Kitty will be alive. I think we'll count it as not a TPK. We'll be fine.
NPCs, they don't count that way. That's a hit.
I know.
I'll be
It's a
alive.
straight hit.
That is a hit.
Ooh, maybe not.
That looks like a miss from 2 steps down. What is it?
Yeah,
What is
no,
what was her
you're
initial
right.
one?
Yeah, it is. But she's mad though.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to spend 8 karma on your ass. And the
Do
first
it.
one.
Oof. She gonna spend more karma?
No, she won't. She'll just spend the 2. So basically, monstrous damage, 75.
Uh,
Ooh.
ooh, ooh.
All right.
She's crack, crack.
Ouch.
But she doesn't get any stuns and slams though. It's just you are dodging and shuffling and moving. So she doesn't actually land completely to get one of those big hits. But 75 points of damage. How you looking?
I'm down to 80 HP because I'm pretty heavy on the
No, I know
strength
you are.
side.
Yeah, but so she's sitting on 30. You're sitting on 80.
Ooh.
Maybe.
All right.
You got 4 more damage added to your stack. So it's you're top of the round, dude. Your go. Maybe it's going to be close.
Oh wait. By the way, for earlier when I got that 99 roll, do I get karma bonus for that or no?
You do get 100, yeah.
And I can add that now, right?
Sure, of course.
No.
Okay, cool. Thank God. Okay, cool. So,
Yeah, try to
I'm
remember,
going.
guys. If you roll 98 to 100, if you roll in that, you get 100 karma bonus.
All right. So I'm gonna do my first roll under.
Or was it 50?
Uh,
Nah, we'll go with 100. So,
amazing.
that's a hit.
80, which is under amazing, is definitely a
Yellow.
yellow. Which what does that give me for my energy attack?
Nothing.
Oh, bullseye
It's just an
doesn't
accurate
give me.
hit. Yeah.
You know what? I'll make that higher for the kill roll. Why not? So 80 plus.
6.
I get 6.
I
All
think
right.
it's 6, isn't it?
Okay, so
No, it's 11.
okay, so I'm down to 110. All right, so I'm gonna make that a kill roll, and then I'm gonna do my next one. I'm gonna, because that's horrible, but I'm gonna at least get that to green. So what is that? I got 2, and amazing, incredible.
Remarkable.
So
It's under remarkable. Under
yeah,
remarkable for
remarkable.
green, you need to get
So
to
39.
so 39. You
Yep.
might as well burn it because you use karma to get a kill. You automatically go to lose your karma after this battle anyway.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
burn it. Just
Well,
burn
do
it.
you lose your karma if what you're killing isn't alive to begin with?
It doesn't matter if you kill or not. If you use karma for a kill roll, you lose your karma. You don't lose pooled karma though, just your karma.
Yep.
But if you actually, well, anyway, yeah, that's the situation. Anyway, one more
Okay,
roll.
that's 2. One more roll. Come on, big money, no Emmys. Let's go. Come on, roll your boat.
79.
79 under. What would be remarkable? So good. So that is gonna be a yellow. And what do I need? Should I even try make 2 kill rolls? You know what? I'm gonna blow my karma anyway, so I might as well.
So
May
12
have a
more.
set. Yeah, so I might as well have her do another kill roll. Here we go. Here we go.
All right, so you do 54 points of damage total. So she's 24. She has 6 left. She's just
And
there, just there.
okay,
And I need to make 2 rolls.
and
So
that counted my the step down thing from last time or no?
yeah, I did. I just added it. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
First one,
Oof.
no problem.
All right. Come on. Take it down. Yes.
All right. It just overwhelms her. Her nostrils are full of this noxious gas, and she drops down. Now, excuse me. Normally, a kill from a hero, which is you, because that is a kill, right? I got to make her kill roll, but a kill has been scored, right? So she, but actually that's pretty bad. Let me see here. What is that? Is that? I don't even think that's a green, is it?
What was she rolling
No,
under?
it's not. All right. It's a real kill. Alrighty. So she's actually in endurance loss. You could try to stabilize her, but it's a little bit different situation than Lady was in because Lady's fitness was taken, right?
Yeah.
It's a soul attack that was done against her. This is a damage attack, so she could be stabilized. But nevertheless, you have scored an actual kill roll on somebody. So in game for a hero, all karma is lost, including pooled karma. Now you don't have
Okay.
any of that.
Nope.
So the karma I just gave you is gone though. So you're at
So
0.
the stabilization doesn't actually, like, if I
I got to make a
save
roll.
her, it doesn't matter.
I have to make a roll, just like the lady had to make a roll, and I need to get a yellow.
Okay, but I'm saying like that's not gonna like save my
And she's
karma that I
unconscious, so
saved
she
No,
up.
can't
it won't
use
do
her.
anything.
Okay.
And she can't use her karma because she can't use.
Nope.
She's unconscious.
You're right. She cannot.
My character is distraught at the loss of his teammate because he was
hears
in
her
the
crying
zone.
over there. Huh?
He was in the zone, but his teammate is dead. Or like he probably isn't even like fully aware. Because he was
No,
just
he's
in that
not.
moment. So
But
he saw that she was down. He goes flying down, and he sees that she's dead. So his focus is on Lady.
right, and lady is gone. There's nothing we can do about that.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do about Ragnarok herself?
Oh,
better.
I could.
Don't
You're
let
It
at
could be
villains
0
dark.
anyway. You are at 0
Yeah,
anyway.
I am at 0. Oh man.
just stomp on her till she
No,
stops.
he's not gonna stomp on her, but he's not gonna save her either.
The other team is fixing to be there.
They won't be here in time.
No,
Oh,
he's not gonna stomp on her, but he's not gonna save her either.
And Kitty is too distraught to even notice what's
he's
happening.
he's just focused on his dead teammate, trying to bring her back to life, but of course he can't.
Right. So you're basically that's what you're doing. You're not really looking at her. You're paying attention to Lady. And we don't see. You'll see later. But anyway, Ragnarok's dead. That's interesting. Now here's some
so is Blue
interesting.
Titan.
Here's some interesting after action situation though. And it works out really strangely. Kitty, she's actually got to gain. She has enough where I can actually do a little bit of things with her. She gets a percentage. She's like functions like a sidekick, right? She's not a full character. However, karma that is gained goes to the party involved. There's only one party member left.
Wait, I'm alive.
You're not in this event. Right? I do apologize. Because that's a big one. Because what do we have? 200 just for her. Just for her. Right? Plus, we have a turning moment because there is stuff inside this building, obviously, right? That you need. That's why we came here. So that right there is another 200. Plus heroic solo fight, you get another 100. So that's 500 karma dropped on top of you, GOP.
Oh, so I actually get this because it's after the fact.
It's just you. Yeah, you do get this after the fact. Yeah.
Oh boy.
I mean, the system is brutal, but it's not that brutal. Right?
Okay, fair enough. Holy crap.
That's up
wow.
there. And of course, you're going to get experience for the day, which I can go ahead. Well, I can't give it to Lady. Sorry, Lady.
F's in the chat. F's in the chat for our
F's
fallen
in
friend.
the chat. But
there's actually people in our chat.
Well, at some point, if somebody wants to leave a comment, F's in the comments.
Yeah.
POP, we should go onto the chat and be.
Puffin and
yes?
GOP, you do get 350 karma for today.
Right. We still have 10 minutes.
And I'm going to deal with you in that 10 minutes. So you just got, what, 750 karma?
I got 850.
850. That's nice. But let me just wrap this real quick and then finish up today with Puffin. The team does arrive. Helicopters come in, stuff like that. And you do see campus security come down and they're dealt with, of course, because they're responding to the helicopters. Interestingly, as you see the helicopters land, you and Kitty look over. Yo-Yo Mama herself gets off a helicopter. And it does straighten after so. She's a big girl.
Yeah, can I do the whole Superman or not Superman. Well, it'd be like a, was it Spider-Man pose, like where he's got his teammate in his arms,
Yeah,
like
sure.
draped over.
Those
Yeah,
would be in Kitty's
Kitty.
arms. Thank you very much.
I don't think
Kitty's
Kitty
on
could
her
carry
knees.
you.
She can't carry you. Kitty's on her knees crying. Yo-Yo Mom comes in, and first time you've seen any kind of real emotion on her face. She is not. She's not angry. Well, she is angry, but she's actually sad, maybe. But it's an
I'm not even.
emotion you haven't seen out of her. It's hard to read, but then again, Yo-Yo Mama is very hard to read. But she comes over. People run over to help and see if they can do anything. Of course, the after effect of them going into the sorority house and uncovering things, and all those girls being found in their various classrooms and being taken into custody, yada yada yada. All that is taking place at the same time. But as her Blue Titan's body is being taken from you, and they're trying to see if they can do anything, which they can't. You do look over at Ragnarok, and she is dead. But she was a very healthy lady, right? She's very powerful, strong body. She's a banger, right? That type. But you look at her now; she looks like if 150 was a thing,
Mhm.
right? She's just looks ridiculously old with all of the scarring on her body that you caused. It's not the same person that you were fighting. It is, but it isn't. Puffin.
Hello,
So
I'm
what are we
Puffin.
doing here? What's the deal with the Puffin?
I am currently in Elysium, uh, dealt with an undead and asking that one guy to get rid of the rune on my butt so I can go home.
The Scotsman.
The Scotsman!
He says the same thing Hachiman said to you, that the only person who can remove that would be the person who put it there.
Well, and
It'd be
also I
hilarious
asked.
if Ragnarok was the person.
Oh, that would be no, because it would disappear. Yeah,
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
damn it.
it would
Yeah,
already be
damn it.
gone. However,
I did ask to talk to
yeah,
Tyr.
yeah, Hachiman does return as you've enjoyed a few hours with these Scotsmen, and they're jolly fellows. But Hachiman does come back, and Tyr is indeed in tow. He's intrigued by what's going on with Surafin, and he doesn't know about the Hela thing yet. The show? I mean, right?
No, I told him about it,
Oh,
about the Hella thing.
he
No,
knows
no.
the hella.
Tyr does.
Tyr, I didn't
Yeah.
know that we'd mentioned the Hela involvement yet.
No,
Yeah.
he told everything to Tyr.
Okay,
Tyr
Yeah,
knows
I-
all of
okay.
it.
All right, so Tyr shows up because this is definitely intriguing to him. What's going on, and he comes over to you, and you guys have this kind of joint conversation between Hachiman, Tyr, and the Scotch around you. And Scotsmen are quite interested. Like, well, that's it. What's going on? They're not much help though, because they're rather drunk. However, Tyr says, "Well, what have you got yourself into, Ryzen?"
I'll show. Well, I explain all the stuff that happened. How I was kidnapped, what I was offered by Siofin to get the book back,
Mm-hmm.
and show him the mark, which I assume she put on me.
He's
You know.
like, of course, this is a greater god you're talking to, right? Not
Mhm.
Hachiman is not a greater god. Tyr is. Um, anyway, Tyr looks at it as you're telling him the story, and he says, "Yes, Yorfin didn't put that on you.
Did
That's
Hella do it?
She's the only other person in the equation, isn't she?"
Well, that we
Damn it.
know of.
Oh well. I guess there's worse places I could have been.
True. He says, "I have enjoyed this place myself. I know. I seem like
Oh,
I'm all work and no play, but I do have those moments."
well, as long as no one tells my wife I'm here, I guess I should be fine.
Well, that's too late. But
Oh damn it!
they don't know where you are. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
So basically, Tyr is involved now. There's enough evidence for him to want to question Hela, because that is not a small thing, right? That's a big thing. So he's now involved and interested and going to be taking an active role, at least an investigative active role. And he comes to a similar conclusion that all of you are coming to, that this is 100% Hela, and Sjorfin is just some kind of tool, or maybe not even Sjorfin anymore, right? But and he says same thing the other guys is, this kind of magic that's on you is very high end. Therefore, it's got to be Hela, not Sjorfin, that put it on you. And they can't get it off. It has to be taken off by the person who put it there, or the death of that person.
Yeah, like Hela's gonna die. Yeah, right.
That is fair. Now, here's a problem. In no way can you give her that book.
Yeah,
Do you know where it is? Is it secure? This is Tyr
it's with
asking.
it's with my wife in
Is
my
that
dimension.
secure?
It is secure. I don't let anyone else in except for those. I mean, no one can go in unless I allow them to go in. And I told her strictly not to let the book into anyone's hands.
All right. Of
I
course,
mean, you can go and question her if you'd like. I can't open the portal, but you are free to go there.
well, now you know that getting
Hmm.
into that kind of personal portal realm, I mean,
Hmm.
there's probably some greater gods that could force their way in. But in general, it's not something that anybody can do. You can only go to one unless you can only enter one that you're invited to. Something like Elysium is an open door, so it doesn't apply here. But so actually, no one can get into your place unless they're let in.
If only you knew people who could go in because they've been let in before. Hmm.
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 Dear, you should probably speak with my team. They have been let in before, and my wife should be able to open the door from the other side. And you can take control of the book if you'd like.
You should tell them what your teammate's name is.
Well, before you do that, he holds his hand out to the side, and you're sure that that person wasn't there before. But there's a secretary standing next to him now and hands him a file.
Neat
It's a
trick.
nice vellum file, by the way. He looks through it and he says, "We have a an almighty cloaca.
Ugh.
Okay. We have a blue Titan is dead. A dead team member. You've lost a team member. I do apologize.
Oh no.
And
That's the greatest response.
I'm a
Oh
god. I
no.
have followers and people that I know die all the time. It's part of being immortal.
that's true.
All right,
Uh,
never mind.
so he
Uh,
does know who they are. Like I said, Tyr's involved now, which could be helpful, maybe. However, what are we going to do beyond that? How are we going to progress?
Well,
Um,
so my dead team member, where's her soul going?
he looks over to the secretary. Secretary takes out of her pocket this gigantic magical device, which should not fit in her pocket, and floats in the air, and she's typing on it and stuff like that. Lady, where would your soul be going?
You wanted to go to my house.
Lady, where would your soul
I
be going?
I would not know that his house was an option.
No, of
Okay,
course you wouldn't. I'm asking
so it's either
your
heaven or
character.
hell.
Well, it's
I've
not
been a
that
good
clear.
girl.
Is your character Christian?
Yes.
Okay. So then the character is going to that particular celestial realm. And he said, and you're told this.
Oh well, that's good. It, hopefully, she was well, it's none of my business now. I was just thought if she didn't have a place to go, she could stay at the house, and that way she could let people in that needed to come in. But whatever,
But you
it's the
also
fate of.
know that interfering in that way would piss certain
Mhm.
people off. there might
yes.
be a big Gabriel coming your way.
Yeah.
Hey, well, hey, you
I
want to
looked in
help
the
us?
book. I was expecting her.
I looked in the book. It's like, look, we were all expecting her, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, okay, guys, that's that. So we'll
Okay.
wrap
Mhm.
that. And we'll pick up next week with Puffin.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun. Anyway, that was eventful day.
Oh yeah.
EK. Yeah.
So,
Mm-hmm.
lady,
Yes.
is this your first character loss?
Nope. It's my second.
It's your second. Okay.
The other one
So
ended up in the hospital, and we rolled this one up because it's supposed to be so many months in the hospital.
oh, so she didn't die. You just so she's alive. You just
Yeah.
replaced her.
Yeah.
You need to make a new character. Um,
That's what I figured.
you can make
It's
anything you want, of
been
course. And you've
Of
played
it's
the
course.
game
been
enough now. You kind of got a feel for it. So, you could do what you know what we're doing. I have the roll up rules that you guys have access to. So
well, it has been multiple months. She could bring her old character back,
she
hasn't
could
it?
if she wanted to. I don't know that that character is very well balanced though.
No,
Yeah,
Well,
it's
she
Blue
not
could
Titan
well
like
was a
balanced.
Blue Titan was a good character. The only fatal flaw was such a low endurance for a Paragon.
True, but once again, under most circumstances, the body armor out
Right.
counteracts it.
It was just that specific
Yeah.
situation, a soul attack.
Mm-hmm.
And so the good thing about the soul attacks is they are rare. You rarely see those kind of attacks, right? Soul attacks, psionic attacks, they're rare.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
But they're also handy for a DM because they're a game changer, right?
That's true.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Chester. I'll be here next week. I'm not gonna go cry over my Titan.
No, of course not. But it is significant anyway, because it was a good character. I think it suited you well. I think you might want to make a some kind of
Similar Chester.
I'm
similar,
telling
different,
you,
but similar Paragon
Red
for sure.
Titan, Red Titan. Just gonna be a change of color. Nobody will know the difference.
Right, right. Well, no, I'm
Change the
just saying.
color.
I think this kind of character suits your gameplay, lady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
hit it
But
very hard.
yeah, hit it hard.
Mm-hmm.
But whoever helps her do it, please make sure it's a little more balanced. Of course,
Yeah,
Okay.
GOP.
I could have paid more attention, but
No, it
Can't be bothered.
happens.
It was the holidays.
it's true.
My
But interesting
hands.
day. We actually had a big banger fight. We took out one of the lieutenants. That's not a small thing because you've seen the palanopy of did I say that word right?
No idea.
Yeah, palanopy of enemies. So one of them's gone. That's handy,
Mm-hmm.
and we learned, I think, quite a bit about what's going on.
Indeed.
So, any last comments from you guys?
No.
I'm just surprised I didn't die, but yes, I
That was
think.
close, dude.
You're the mighty Quoleka. Of course
Dude,
you're
that
gonna
was
die.
close. If I had one more shot at you, you'd be down. I
Oh
think.
yeah.
Then I would get all the XP.
No,
You wouldn't. Nobody would have got anything.
Got anything
Mm.
because Kitty certainly can't handle that. Kitty can't handle that at all.
Well, you would have got the day XP, but yeah.
Kitty needs to go see a group therapist.
So
well,
it's like
she'll be fine.
I do have unearthly psychiatry. I'm just gonna
Oh,
point that one.
please!
That is true.
You're gonna be wearing your costume. No,
That is
that's
true.
not a good
I'm
idea.
gonna be wearing I'm gonna be wearing a turtleneck, just sitting across from her, like, so tell
With
me
the
about your
headgear, though. You
childhood.
got to have the headgear on.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. All right. Well, anyway, thank you all very much for coming in today. We do appreciate you. Hopefully you enjoyed today's game. There was definitely some interesting things happening, and we progressed the story quite well. We just need to figure out what we're going to do with Puffin, really.
Hello.
Hi, Puffin.
Oh, whatever will I do? Trapped with nymphs in Elysium. Oh no. What will I
Mhm.
do?
True.
Should I? My inner monologue is: do I pull a Zeus or not to pull a Zeus?
Well,
Hmm.
I think the rule is always pull a Zeus. That's the general rule.
That's true.
Yeah,
I
but
wonder.
I don't think your wife's gonna be like Zeus's wife.
Since your character is immortal, could you like just cut off the section of your body? I mean, I know it's morbid, but
No, it
like,
doesn't work like that.
yeah, you just cut
Well,
yourself in half, and
This is once again soul magic. You
yeah.
guys are that book is a soul magic book, right?
Hmm.
And you're dealing with high end, old, ancient soul magic. That's what we're dealing with here. As you can see, we're draining greater demons' souls off, and they're using the energy somehow to create this unique type of zombie. But then again, that is Hella's specialty. She is a zombie maker. And that's what she
Hmm.
does, right? So anyway, thank you all very much. We'll see you next week, and the plot will thicken, I have a feeling, and we'll have a new character from Lady. So thank you all very much, and yeah, have a good weekend. Later.
Goodbye.
bye.
Good night.